And we'd like to welcome you to Newton Rebels Baseball. This is Frank Martinez, joined along by Mark Cavallo. We're sorry we didn't get started here. We thought we were on the air, but we're not now. We are now.
It's good practice right there.
Good practice there. Everything we said, disregard. Here we go. Defensively for Great Bend, at first base number 15, Touche. Second baseman number 8, Minard. At shortstop will be number 7, Ganegi. Third baseman number 2, Ragsdale. The left fielder number 6, Mitchell. Center fielder number 4, Rogers. Right fielder number 20, Baker. Catching will be number 3, Bloomer. And pitching tonight for the Batcats, number 21, Zach Curry. And leading off for the Newton Rebels will be the second baseman number 2, Jack Sigris. Sigris is a 5'11", 183-pounder from Wichita State University. His hometown is Plano, Texas. First pitch to Sigris is strike one. Sigris comes in batting .317. That one fouled off by Sigris to the right-hand side. That's going to be out of play. And Curry comes in with an 0-1 record, 27, and his ERA is 27.00. He has played in one game, started one game. He has pitched 1 2/3 innings, 1 strikeout, 2 base on balls, and has allowed 4 hits so far this season. That one fouled off there by Sigris. The count stays at no balls and 2 strikes.
And I was going to say, Frank, if you look at the wind, look at that flag up there. It's blowing right now, so that can make a difference in the game here. You never know with some of the balls up in the air there.
Sure is. It's blowing from right to left field. There's a ball lifted into center field. The center fielder moving up. That's Rogers making the catch for out number 1. That will bring up the third baseman, number 55, Nolan Riley. So Riley is on. Andrews in the hole.
And one thing that, is looking over the game from yesterday, I think one of the keys for the Rebels is that you can't walk 9 guys. They walked 9 players yesterday for the Batcats, and that can't happen.
Okay, you're talking about Monday.
Yeah, Monday. Sorry, I keep saying yesterday.
Yeah, that's all right.
Sorry.
You're talking about Monday. Just let the fans know. First pitch to Nolan Riley is called strike one. Riley comes in batting .370. He's a 6'2", 195-pounder out of Arkansas Fort Smith. He's from Augusta, Kansas. So the count is no balls, 1 strike. That one fouled off by Riley. Once again, a .370 average as he's appeared in 14 ball games here for the Newton Rebels. Has been up 46 times, have 17 hits, and has scored 10 runs.
And he's been a great addition. I've been very impressed with him, especially like we talked about his hitting approach.
And here is Curry's pitch. That one missing outside for ball 1. So the count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Nolan Riley as we're just underway here in Great Bend. Once again, we welcome all our listeners and those watching. Even if you're a Great Bend Batcat fan, a swing and a miss there by Riley as he goes down for out number 2. That is the first strikeout recorded by Zach Curry.
And that's one thing we noticed. Riley hasn't struck out that much. That's only, his second time, Frank?
That's only the second strikeout here this season so far. That's going to bring up the first baseman, number 21, Lincoln Andrews.
Lincoln Andrews, he was 2 for 3 yesterday.
That one fouled off by Andrews. Andrews is a 6'4", 215-pounder from southeast Missouri State. His hometown is Cannon City, Colorado. So count is no balls, 1 strike. Here's the ball that's lifted into over the third base dugout. So that count now goes no balls and 2 strikes.
And those pitches were right there. I think Lincoln just a little behind it right now. Like I said, we talked about it, and his big thing is his timing right there. It's not a breakdown of his swing.
There's the pitch by Curry. That one missing inside for ball 1. The infield thought that was in there for a strike. They all started hitting towards the dugout.
It's like all synchronized. They all moved like
that. Used to teach my team to do that, to get that strike called. All right, the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Lincoln Andrews as we are in the top half of the first inning. Here's Curry's pitch. That one is going to be in for a base hit by Lincoln Andrews as he put that right between first and second base on a line shot. So Lincoln Andrews records his first hit of the game, and that will bring up the designated hitter number 17, Enzo the Boom Bonventry.
And what I like about Andrews, and when he does hit the ball, he gets it. When he does get his timing, hits that barrel out there, it's solid. It's just a solid hit, quick through the infield.
Bonventry is a 6 foot, 210 pounder from Lake Erie College out of Detroit, Michigan, his hometown. He comes in batting .310. First pitch missing inside for ball one. So the count goes 1 ball, no strikes now to Bonventry with Lincoln Andrews on at first base as we have 2 down here in the top half of the first inning. We have no score so far. Once again, if you're just now joining us, don't forget to tell your family and friends to join us here this evening. All telecast by the Newton Rebel.
Well, I was going to say, Frank, it's really interesting that both pitches were inside against Enzo.
That one missing inside for ball 2, so 2-0 now the count to Enzo Bonventry. And Zach Curry ready. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off by Bonventry. That hit him in the handles.
So it's a little different strategy that you and I are used to because we're usually seeing everybody pitch him away with off speed.
Off-speed pitches is usually what he gets, and he's challenging him inside. So the count goes to 2 balls, 1 strike now to Enzo Bonventry.
And he was 1 for 5 in Monday's game.
Here's Curry's pitch. That one is called strike right across the knees, umpire says. So that will even up the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Andrews is on at first base, as he recorded the first hit for the Newton Rebels. Zach Curry ready to go. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss there by Bonventry as he goes down for the 3rd out. That is the 2nd strikeout recorded by Zach Curry. So the top half of the first inning for the Newton Rebels, they scored no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. Well, looks like Curry came in hard there after Bonventry.
Yeah, I'd say right there he doesn't look like a guy with a 27 ERA in that inning.
That's for sure. Well, the Newton Rebels will be starting Zach Bravo. And we'll give you a rundown on Mr. Bravo here. He's a 6'4", 175 pounder from Lamar University. And his hometown is Rio Rancho, New Mexico. He comes in with 2 wins and 1 loss, a 4.29 ERA. As he has played in 8 ball games, has started 7, has pitched 35.2 innings, has struck out 53 batters. That's a league-leading 53. Put 16 on base on walks and has given up 31 hits. So Mr. Bravo is out there. Last time he got a win against the Cheney Diamond Dogs.
Yeah, very impressive.
Very impressive win, and struck out 8 in that ball game. The time before that, he didn't get a decision and struck out 14.
And the one thing about Bravo that he does probably better than any other pitcher that we have on our staff, so he get himself out of trouble. I mean, I remember bases loaded, he could strike out, or 2nd and 3rd, he struck out a guy, got a guy pop up, and he strikes out a guy. He can do that. He has electric stuff, and when it's all working, his off speed, his fastball, and he's locating, which he did the other day. He started getting better during that game.
And the first batter that he'll be facing is Alex Rogers.
Now, Rogers was 0 for 5 yesterday. Monday. Okay, I get that down, Frank.
He is a 5'10", 190 pounder from Omaha, Nebraska. He comes in with a 181 batting average. That first pitch missing high for ball 1. Defensively for the Rebels at first base, we have number 21, Andrews. Second baseman, number 2, Sigris. Shortstop, number 1, Brotman. Third base, number 55, Riley. Left fielder, number 30, Hockett. Center fielder will be number 14, Cassane. There's a pitch that's fouled off by Rogers. Right fielder will be number 7 tonight is Garza instead of number 9 that he normally wears. Catching will be number 15, Uchi. And once again, pitching number 28, Zach Bravo. The count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike now to Alex Rogers. Here's a fastball that's lifted into the infield. Brotman looks like he's getting under it at shortstop, makes the catch for out number 1.
Like I say, the combination, you get this combination, the battery of Bravo and Uchi. I mean, they work so well together, and they respect each other, and it's like they read each other's mind when you were talking to them the other day.
Yeah, Bravo said he really likes Uchi back behind the plate when he catches. He calls a real good game. So here's Bravo's first pitch, missing high for ball 1 to Colin Minard. Minard is a 6-foot, 190-pounder from Deerbrook, Wisconsin, I believe it is.
Yeah, Minard has a good eye. Had 3 walks on Monday.
That one hit to the right-hand side, and Eric Garza comes charging in, making the catch for out number 2. Nice hustle there by Eric Garza. Wasn't sure if he was going to be able to get to it or not.
No, it's a good hustle he got there. I've been very impressed with Garza's defense. I mean, that's one thing that's been very consistent with him, and he doesn't hurt you out there. He makes the routine plays.
That will bring up the right fielder, number 20, Jake Baker. So Baker is the third batter here in the bottom half of the first inning. That ball lifted into left field. That's going to be in for extra bases as Baker's rounding first base. And now getting to the ball is Hockett as he throws that in to third. And Jake Baker will be standing in with a double.
Yeah,
as he hit that right down the line.
Yeah, he just went with that pitch. Baker was 0 for 4 yesterday. I mean, I keep saying that, Frank. Monday.
That's okay.
It's all blur. People don't understand. We've been playing about every day, so had that off day yesterday.
If you say yesterday, we know that you mean Monday.
Yes, that's right.
That will bring up the left fielder, number 6, Brady Mitchell. Mitchell's a 6-foot, 200-pounder. He is from Great Bend, Kansas. His college is Emporia State. Comes in batting .307 with a runner now on base. That first pitch by Bravo's in there for call strike 1 to Brady Mitchell. Comes in batting .307 as he's appeared in 24 ball games. He's been up to bat 88 times, has 27 hits, has scored 16 runs, and 13 RBIs. Once again, there is a runner on at second base with 2 down here in the bottom half of the first inning. Great pitch there by Zach Bravo. And the count now goes no balls and 2 strikes.
And Brady, he was also 0 for 4 on Monday.
Okay. So Zach Bravo's pitch now, breaking ball hit to the third base side. Roger Ward makes an attempt, but not much of one.
Coach Ward, he's a smart man. Like I said, don't touch the ball.
Exactly right. So the count stays at no balls, 2 strikes now to Brady Mitchell. As there is a runner on at second base here in the bottom half of the first inning with 2 down. And we have no score. And Zach Bravo shakes that off. See, he steps off here for a second. Didn't like what the call was there apparently.
That's good with Bravo right there, and I'm feeling comfortable with it. Like I said, they work well together.
They sure do. So no balls, 2 strikes to Mitchell. And here's Bravo's pitch. That one fouled off there by Mitchell. So the count will stay the same at 0-2.
And Uchi was set up outside also, and that ball just went in. So we'll see how Bravo, like the other day against Cheney, he started locating as the game went on better and better. So hopefully he gets through this and then it keeps improving as he usually does. Keep that pitch count down.
So no balls, 2 strikes now to Mitchell. And Bravo ready to go. Here's the pitch. That's fouled off there by Mitchell. Great job there by Mitchell because Bravo just challenged him there. He was able to foul it off. That went into the glove of Uchi, but it was not able to hang on to it.
A new glove here.
Yeah, it looks like it went right through his glove, right through the webbing there. And there's going to be a new glove given to Uchi. As the count stays at no balls, 2 strikes. Once again, we're just in the bottom half of the first inning. We hope you all are enjoying the telecast. And I'm going to get on YouTube here to make sure that we're on.
It's like sometimes we are the last to know.
Once again, no balls, 2 strikes. Now to Mitchell. Baker's on at second base as he reached on a double. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, that hit to the shortstop, Brotman. Brotman goes to first into the ground, but a nice scoop there by Lincoln Andrews to get the third out. So a 6-3 put out for the third out. Bottom half of the first inning for the Great Bend Batcats. They scored no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 1 full inning of play, we have no score, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball as we go to the top half of the first inning. Correction, top half of the second inning. I was looking at something there on the first inning. And top half of the second inning, no score so far. As the Rebels got 1 on base in the top half of the first inning. And the Batcats also got 1 on base, but were left stranded. And leading off for the Newton Rebels will be the catcher, number 15, Hibiki Uchi.
Hibiki, the other day, he came in as a defensive replacement for Pacero, and he ended up going 1 for 2. I mean, not yesterday, Monday, but he did come in there and get a hit.
That one hits Uchi in the left arm. And Uchi takes a good look at Curry. He will be going to first base.
Can I say
a hit batsman?
Can I say it, Frank? Uchi takes an ouchie. Is that right? I mean, is that
okay? So Uchi will be on at first base, and that will bring up the shortstop, number 1, Andrew Brotman.
It's good to get that leadoff guy on.
By the way, that was Mark Carvalho that said that, not Frank Martinez.
Hey, we want to have fun too.
Oh, exactly right. We're here to have a good time. So we have a runner on at first base now with no outs. And Zach Curry ready. The bunt is not laid down as it is fouled off. Andrew Brotman is 6'1", 185-pounder from Arkansas City. His college is University of New Orleans. He comes in batting .286 as he's appeared in 27 ball games, has been up to bat 112 times, has 32 hits, and has scored 22 runs.
If Brotman's going to bunt, I'd rather see him right towards first base. Third base is
throw over to first base. Uchi back safely.
And sometimes they do the pick to see if he's going to square around, which he did, to bunt. But third base is crashing pretty hard, so he needs to put that bunt down right towards the first baseman.
And down on the ground.
Yep, on the ground, definitely.
Count is no balls, 1 strike now to Brotman, and Curry ready to go. Here's the pitch. That one laid down towards the first base side, but it is foul. So the count goes 0-2 now to Andrew Brotman.
We'll see what Coach Clark, many times coaches make him do it again.
Yeah, Uchi was going on that, so he's heading back to first base. As that attempt was towards first base. A lot of times they just don't get that bat out front like it should be, and that's exactly what happened. He had the barrel back, and he hit it to the right-hand side, but it was just foul. No balls, 2 strikes now to Brotman.
Brotman was 2
and
for
Brotman
4.
looks like he's going to lay down another bunt. He does lay a bunt down. This time he's lying to first base side. And there's only one play for Curry, and that's going to first base. So a nice job there by Andrew Brotman as he sacrificed Uchi over to second base. Well, Coach Brett Clark had a lot of faith there in Brotman.
Yeah. Well, and that's the. I mean, because you don't know what's going to happen. It could be a double play, or if he strikes out, he's still at first base, and he has, like you said, confidence in Broutman. Broutman can do the job. He can handle the bat.
So now Uchi is now at second base, and that brings up the right fielder, number 7, Eric Garza. And if those of you at home following Eric Garza, he normally wears number 9. I won't tell you why he's wearing number 7, but you can guess it. That one inside for ball 1.
Yeah, that used to drive me nuts. Some of the players used to do that, and go on a road trip. Coach, I forgot my jersey. Or something. Oh, no.
All right, I wasn't going to say it.
No, I'll say it. I mean, I've been through it. And
it happens to all of us, I tell you. Been there, done that. That pitch inside corner for strike 1. So the count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike now to Eric Garza. As we are in the top half of the second inning, no score. Runner on at second base with 1 down.
And we were always prepared with the dummy bag. We called it the dummy bag because we had all the other uniforms and just in case.
Yeah, you just definitely don't want to forget the dummy bag because then.
Yeah.
Count is 1-1 now to Garza. Here's the pitch. That one missing outside for ball 2. Good pitch there by Curry as he tried to get Garza to chase one. And nice job by Garza staying off of it. So the count now goes 2 balls, 1 strike now to Eric Garza, who's playing right field here this evening.
And he's been a work in progress with that approach. He's gotten better because remember he was free swinging early in the year. He made he'd see 3 appearances and see 3 pitches.
Yep. 2-1 now the count. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off there by Garza. That was right down the middle. Yeah. So the count will even up now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He just got under that. He just missed that.
Once again, if you're just joining us, we welcome you to Game 2 of the 4-game series between the Great Bend Batcats and your Newton Rebels. Game 2, which was scheduled for yesterday, got rained out, and it will be made up on Friday evening. So we'll have 2 home games. That one fouled off by Garza, right back to the fence area. So the count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So this now is officially Game 2. Two and 2 now the count to Garza. Uchi on at second base with 1 down here in the top half of the second inning. Zach Curry on the mound. Here's his pitch outside. So the count will go full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I still want to see Garza expand that zone, protect. And even if he gets him over to third base, he did his job. He did something positive. At least he got him over.
So we'll see here who wins out, either Garza or Curry. As we do have a full count, first base is wide open for Garza. And here's the pitch. That's fouled off there by Garza. And looks like the catcher, Bloomer, got one to the helmet area. So the home plate umpire does what a good umpire does, and that is go give the pitcher, hands him the ball, and talks to him for a little bit, gives that catcher just a chance to catch his breath.
Yeah, those catchers take a beating, and especially in the summertime. With the heat and everything, it's tough.
So the count stays full now at 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Eric Garza. And Zach Curry ready to go. The wind is blowing awful hard from right to left field. And here's Curry's pitch. That one missed right on the outside corner. Great pitch by Zach Curry. Garza needs to protect that plate and didn't do it that time. So that will be out number 2. And that is the 3rd strikeout recorded by Zach Curry. That brings up the left fielder number 30, Ricky Hockett.
And that was definitely close enough, like we talk about, 2-strike approach, get on the plate, take it away. Even if it's 2 inches outside, Frank, be swinging.
Yeah, you got to be up there protecting that plate, that's for sure, when you got 2 strikes on you. So Ricky Hockett now up at the plate. Hockett's a 5'10", 185-pounder out of Friends University. He's from Plainfield, Kansas. Comes in batting .212. He's appeared in 11 ball games. That one fouled off by Hockett.
Right off the catcher again. Poor. That's right off the helmet.
Once again, Hockett has appeared in 11 ball games. Has been up 33 times, has 7 hits.
And this one thing Coach Clark was talking about, that the thing that we just haven't really improved a lot on is runners at second in scoring position.
Yeah, we've left a lot of guys stranded here this year at second and third, that's for sure, especially with one down. So the count is no balls, 1 strike now to Ricky Hockett, who was scheduled to pitch yesterday in yesterday's ball game. That one hits Hockett on the arm. So that is the second hit batsman by Zach Curry, both from appearing here in this inning. So Ibiki Uchi is at second base. Ricky Hockett now at first base. And that will bring up the center fielder, number 14, Sam Cassane.
And Cassane was 0 for 4 on Monday.
Cassane, a left-handed batter. Cassane is a 5'10", 180-pounder from Lindenwood University. Hometown is Wichita, Kansas. That one missing outside by ball 1. Comes in batting 246 for the Rebels as he's appeared in 18 ball games. He's been up to bat 57 times and has 14 hits, scored 9 runs, and has 8 RBIs. And here's Curry's pitch. That one fouled off by Cassane, as the count goes even now at 1 ball, 1 strike. Wind is really blowing this evening.
I was going to say, Cassane, he's really improved his batting average, because I remember he was down to about, 160 or whatever. So he's brought that average up, changing his approach and swinging at good pitches.
And here's Curry's pitch. That one hit into left center field. Center fielder Rogers just lifts his glove up and makes the catch for out number 3. So a fly out to center field for the third out. Top half of the second inning for the Newton Rebels. They scored no runs on no hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. At the end of 1.5 innings of play, we have no score, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball as we go to the bottom half of the second inning. We have no score yet so far here this evening. Due up for the Great Bend Batcats will be the first baseman, number 15, Trent Touche. He'll be followed by Henry and Bloomer in the hole.
And Touche had a pretty good game on Monday with 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs.
By the way, the Newton Rebels are wearing their black and gray here this evening with red socks and black hats and red fronts. The Great Bend Batcats have their green with stripes on their front side and their arms. Also, they have white pants on this evening.
I like that color combination. I always like the green and the blue.
First batter coming up will be the first baseman, number 15, Trent Touche. Touche is a 6'1", 205-pounder from Shreveport, Louisiana, and he goes to Sam Houston State. First pitch by Bravos in there, called strike 1. He comes in batting 252 as he's appeared in 29 ball games, has been up to bat 107 times, has 27 hits, and has scored 16 runs. And here's Bravo's pitch. That one in there for call strike 2. Nice pitch there by Zach Bravo. So he goes up, no balls, and 2 strikes.
That 7 home runs is one of the league leaders right there.
Yeah, Trent Touche.
Yeah, it's a little. I think that's a little too late to call timeout, right? Yeah,
Bravo was ready to go there.
Yeah, he was ready. Umpires don't have to call that.
A swing and a miss there by Touche as he goes down for out number 1. And that is the first strikeout recorded by Zach Bravo. That will bring up the designated hitter, number 25, Tyler Henry. Now coming up.
And Henry was 2 for 2. Now, the one thing, Frank, I want to bring up, the top of the lineup for the Batcats was 3 for 18. The bottom was 6 for 12.
Henry's a 5'9", 185-pounder out of Gartner, Kansas. Goes to Kansas City Community College. Comes in batting .292. A pitch is fouled off there by Henry. So the count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike now to Henry.
And he was on 5 times the other day.
Yeah, I think 3 of those were walk. Is that correct?
Yeah, walk and hit batter.
Swing and a miss there by Tyler Henry. And the count, I believe, is now 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's one thing about Bravo. He's a guy that when he has his game, he's not going to, you got to have to earn it. He's not going to walk a lot of guys.
No, that's for sure. And here's Bravo's pitch. Breaking ball in there, call strike 3 as Henry goes down looking for the second out here this inning, and the second strikeout recorded by Zach Bravo. What a pretty pitch there by Bravo.
And one thing I like about Bravo in this game, it's like a business-like, attitude. He's just coming right after you. Give me the ball. Let's go.
That's going to bring up the catcher number 3, Chandler Bloomer. Now, I know Bloomer did not play.
He did not play on Monday. I'm getting that down. But you notice how many swings on the first pitch because they know Bravo's going to come right after you.
Bloomer's a 6', 195-pounder from Ottawa, Kansas. He goes to Barton Community College. That one inside for ball 1, so the count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike as the first pitch Bloomer swung at. He comes in batting .304. He's appeared in 12 ball games. That one into the ground for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Chandler Bloomer, who is catching this evening for the Great Bend Batcats. Has been up to bat 46 times, has 14 hits. There's a hard hit ball into left center field. Moving back is Hockett. That's going to be against the fence. That may be in for a stand-up double, which it is. So Bloomer gets a double. That is the second double given up by Zach Bravo, and both of them with 2 out.
And when you want to give a hit, do it with 2 outs. And I got my odds on Zach Bravo getting out of this because I know he knows how to get out of situations like this.
And Ibiki Uchi goes out to talk to Bravo, saying maybe it was my bad here on that call, but they're both talking it over, and that's what a good combination usually does. That will be bringing up Chance Ragsdale.
Ragsdale was 0 for 5 in Monday's game.
Okay, and he is a 6'3", 165-pounder, and he's from Weatherford, Texas. Goes to Washburn University. Comes in batting .138 as he's appeared in 26 ball games. Has been up to bat 80 times, has 11 hits, and has scored 12 runs. The first pitch there by Bravo is a breaking ball on the outside corner for strike 1. So the count goes 0 balls, 1 strike to Ragsdale. And Ragsdale played a great third baseman the first game that here at Great Bend. Made a lot of nice plays there for the Batcats. 0 balls, 1 strike, and here's Bravo's pitch, fastball. That one lifted into right field. That's going to be in for a base hit. Coming around third base is Bloomer as Garza throws the ball in and is cut off by Andrews at first base. So Bloomer will score from second base, and the score is 1-0 in favor of the Great Bend Batcats as Chance Ragsdale records his first hit and an RBI. In the bottom half of the first.
I was going to say, Bloomer went with his pitch for that double, and then he went right there. Ragsdale just went with the pitch away and base hit. That's all you have to do. It's a nice base hit, and don't try to overswing.
That will bring up Seth Carnegie. Carnegie's a 6'3", 180-pounder. Throw over to first base. Not going to be in time as Ragsdale's in safely. Scores 1-0 in favor of Great Bend here in the bottom half of the second inning. That they just scored a run on a double and a single with 2 outs. That pitch is in there for call strike 1 to Carnegie.
On that pick right there, Bravo looks like he threw that 92 miles an hour.
Carnegie, 6 foot 380 pounder from Agency, Missouri. Goes to Kansas City, Kansas Community College. He comes in batting .253. He's appeared in 24 ball games. Been up to bat 75 times, has 19 hits, and has scored 18 runs. Here's Bravo's pitch, a swing and a miss there, and up throw down to second base. Not going to be in time. In safely is Ragsdale. As that ball kind of flew on
kind of flew. I don't know.
Uchi.
The wind affected it, or he just didn't get his fingers on top of the ball there.
But that was a swinging strike, so the count goes no balls, 2 strikes. Runner now at second base with 2 down. To Seth Carnegie. And here's the pitch. That one fouled off by Carnegie. A good breaking ball there by Bravo, but Carnegie was able to get the end of the bat on it.
Keep working, bud. Keep working.
So no balls, 2 strikes.
You can see the key for the Batcats is that they're trying to get the runner to second. The Batcats, sorry. They get it over to second and get that base hit.
Here's the pitch. That one just missing high for ball 1. And Zach Bravo was kind of questioning that one as he looks at home plate umpire, but that was just up a little bit in the eye area, or the shoulder area, I should say. So the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Carnegie. And Carnegie called timed out as he takes his helmet off and had a little wind and sand in his eyes, it looked like. Ragsdale's on at second base as he got a base hit and an RBI and stole second base. There is 2 down. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss there by Carnegie as he goes down for out number 3. And that is the 3rd strikeout as Zach Bravo strikes out the side, but not before the Great Bend Batcats score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 2 innings of play, it is the Batcats 1 and the Newton Rebels 0. And we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer for tonight's ball game. I'm joined along by General Manager Mark Cavallo as we go to the top half of the 3rd inning. The score is 1-0 in favor of the Great Bend Batcats as they scored 1 run in the bottom half of the 2nd inning. Due up for the Rebels is second baseman number 2, Jack Sigris. This is his 2nd time up at the plate. He flew out the center field his first time as he made the first out of the ball game. That one lifted foul along the first base side. So the count goes no balls, 1 strike now to Jack Sigris.
Sigris Monday, 1 for 2, 1 for 4. I think right there it looks like he has a little collapse in that backside, which drags your bat a little.
And here's Curry's pitch. That one in the ground. So the count will even up now at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Wish we had an illustrator right here, Frank. We could sit there and write it. And fortunately, maybe we'll get that next year. What do you think?
Well, you got to find somebody smart enough to run
That's right.
A pencil or a pen.
Yeah, put that right on there.
And here's Curry's pitch. That one missing outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Jack Sigris as we are now in the top half of the third inning. And the top of the lineup is due up for the Rebels. Riley will be on deck and Andrews in the hole. Ball hit to the left side of the third baseman. Third baseman Ragsdale moves to his left, scoops it up, goes to first for out number 1. So a 5-3 put out for the first out, and that will bring up the third baseman, number 55, Nolan Riley.
And Ragsdale has good footwork. I mean, how he moves his. I thought that might be in the hole for a second, but he got over there quick and gets his footwork all lined up to first base and makes a nice accurate throw.
Well, like I mentioned in the first inning here, when he came up to bat, he really played a great third base for the Great Bend Batcats last game on Monday. First pitch to Riley is called strike 1, as that was right down the middle. So no balls, 1 strike now to Nolan Riley. Riley struck out his first time up. And here's the pitch by Curry. That one missing outside. And the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike.
And this is actually a very important game for the Batcats also. You know, they get in that 4th place spot.
Yeah, it's very important for both teams. There's a hard hit ball there to Ragsdale. Ragsdale scoops it up, goes over to first base for out number 2. So a 5-3 put out if you're scoring with us at home for the second out. That will bring up the first baseman, number 21, Lincoln Andrews. Andrews comes in batting .370 as he is 40 out of 106. Has 34 RBIs, and he does have 6 home runs. Out 1 missing low for ball 1. So the count goes 1 ball, no strikes now to Lincoln Andrews.
And he's been fun to watch, hasn't he, Frank? I mean, he's one of the guys that, like I said, for that Carl Hodges MVP award.
Well, he's on the top of my list right now, to be honest with you. I haven't told anybody yet, but he is on the top of my list.
And the coaches and you and I will all be voting this next couple of days.
He just has had a real good ball season so far. That one fouled off by Andrews.
You know, he had that slow start because he hadn't played in a couple of months. Once he got going, I mean, he's done some electric things and provided a lot of excitement for the fans.
0-2 now the count. That one missing outside. Correction, 3 balls and 1 strike. I said 0-2, but I meant 2-1, and now it's 3-1 to Andrews.
He had 2 home runs out of X Stadium and the great game against the Cheney Diamond Dogs last week.
That one fouled off by Andrews, and that will take the count to full now at 3-2. Yeah, he has 6 home runs. He does have a lot of power, and he has really provided a lot of action here for the Newton Rebels. He has 34 RBIs, and he has 22 strikeouts, which he goes down swinging, that's for sure. That one hit to the first base side, and is that Brockbrader at first?
That's
okay.
Yeah,
sticks his hand out.
And it's going to be hurting. That's from experience, I can tell you, folks. I've done that a few times.
It's throbbing a little bit, huh?
Yeah. It's, especially when it hits a square on there. So well, how's he doing on the RBIs for the league? Do you know, Frank? Have you?
Yeah, we can check that out. That one missing for ball 4. So Lincoln Andrews will be on for the second time here this evening, as he got a base hit in the first inning and then now walks. That's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 17, Enzo the Boom Bonventry. Well, he had 34 RBIs, and let's see what we got here.
There, go up. There, right there. That's right. Keep going. There.
37 is leading it. That's Tyler DeLong. He is in second place right now with RBIs. So Enzo the Boom Bonventry, as he struck out his first time, went down swinging. Count is no balls, 1 strike now to Bonventry. He's somebody that like to see him going at a more consistent. He's had a lot of strikeouts this year. That one is hit in the handle.
Yeah, that's that inside pitch, and Enzo likes too. He just got a little behind it, and luckily, it went foul. It went behind. But.
Count is no balls, 2 strikes now to Bonventry.
But they've been coming inside.
Yeah,
and
this pitcher has not been afraid of him. He's been coming inside on him. Like I say, most pitchers the whole season long had been going outside. That one is hit on the outside corner. Bonventry, is going to be foul as he hangs on to the bat, and Lincoln Andrews was hustling down to second base. So the count stays at no balls and 2 strikes.
And it's always interesting to see how they are going to pitch him out. Different teams pitch different guys because Enzo Monday was 1 for 5.
Well, Bonventry has only been up 84 times, and he has struck out 21 times, but he has also walked 21 times.
Yeah,
so
he's on base.
That one just missing outside, and once again, all the infielders were taken off. Yep, and they were all taken off going in, as that one misses outside, and the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Bonventry. Here's Zach Curry's pitch. That breaking ball into the ground, and that's going to be ball 2. It's nice job there by the catcher Bloomer as he was able to stay in front of it, and Lincoln Andrews had to stay at first base. So the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Bonventry. And here's Curry's pitch. Breaking ball, hard hit ball to the third baseman. Third baseman goes to second for the force out. So nice job there from Ragsdale to Minard for the third out. And top half of the third inning for the Newton Rebels. They scored no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 2.5 innings of play, it is the Great Bend Batcats 1 and the Newton Rebels 0, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball as we go to the bottom half of the third inning. The score is 1-0 in favor of the Great Bend Batcats. Due up for the Batcats will be the center fielder, number 4, Alex Rogers. Rogers flew out to the shortstop his first time. A swing and a miss there by Rogers, and the count goes no balls and 1 strike. Zach Bravo starting his third inning of work here tonight.
And again, Frank, I was going to say Monday at the bottom of the lineup, we were talking about 6 for 12, and they scored 6 of the runs in the bottom part of the lineup, and they've scored today again.
That one missing high for ball 2. 2-1 now the count. I'm trying to get my stats back up here. They went away for some reason. Here's the pitch. That one missing high for ball 3. So the count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike now to Alex Rogers. Swing and a miss there by Rogers. Count will go full now at 3-2.
I like how Rogers stepped out. Bravo, look how quick he's. Like I said, all good pitchers. They work fast. And sometimes you just have to step out of that box.
Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for call, strike 3, as that hit right across the knees and on the outside corner. So that will make out number 1 here in the bottom half of the third inning. And that is the 4th strikeout recorded by Zach Bravo. That will bring up the second baseman, number 8, Colin Minard.
That's what we talked about earlier. Bravo can get himself out of trouble. those strikeouts.
That one right across the knees for strike 2. 0-2 now to Minard. Here's Bravo's pitch, a breaking ball just staying high for ball 1. Bravo thought that was right across the letters, but
he's asking.
Asking exactly where that one was at. And here's Bravo's pitch, fastball missing high for ball 2. So the count goes down to 2 balls, 2 strikes to Colin Minard, as there is one down here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. And here's Bravo's pitch, a breaking ball, call strike 3, right across the knees and on the outside corner. So that's the 2nd out of the inning here on a strikeout, and that is the 5th strikeout recorded by Zach Bravo.
And Frank, when you umpired, did you do that bow and arrow thing like that?
No, I don't think back in my days, we just called balls and strikes, and umpires nowadays, they have their own style, I'll tell you. That first pitch to Jake Baker is the batter. Now for the Great Bend Batcats. Comes in batting 276. That one just missing inside. So the count goes 2-0 now to Jake Baker. Baker's the one that hit the double right down the left field line the first time up. That one in there for call strike 1 is right across the letters. So the count goes to 2 balls, 1 strike. And Ricky Hockett playing straight up on left field there. Here's the pitch. That one hit up the middle. Sigris comes in and goes over to first base to Andrews for out number 3. So a 4-3 put out for the 3rd out. And the bottom half of the 3rd inning for the Great Bend Batcats, they scored no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of 3 innings of play, it is the Great Bend Batcats 1 and the Newton Rebels 0. And we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels baseball as we go to the top half of the 4th inning. Due up for the Newton Rebels will be the catcher, number 15, Uchi. He'll be followed by Brotman and Garza. It is 1-0 in favor of Great Bend as we are already in the 4th inning. Great pitching so far by Zach Curry and Zach Bravo. So far for Curry, he has gone 3 innings.
So you're saying it's the battle of the Zacks, huh?
Battle of the Zacks. He's gone 3 innings, gave up 1 hit, 1 base on balls, has 3 strikeouts, and has only faced 13 batters. First pitch is strike 1. And now Curry's pitch. Breaking ball, that ball lifted into the third baseman, gets in front of the shortstop. That's Ragsdale going over to first base. And that is 4 straight putouts for Ragsdale. As that is a 5-3 play for out number 1. That will bring up the shortstop, number 1, Andrew Brutman.
I don't know how many were inside pitch, but I mean, he rolled over on that one outside, and the third base is going to get a lot. If you don't take the ball the other way, the third base and shortstop usually get a lot of play. They usually get a lot of assist.
We're getting a lot of dropped frames here detected on our stream that may be throwing off our voice to the action We hope it gets straightened out here. Sometimes Wi-Fi just does that to us. First pitch is called strike one now to Andrew Brotman. Brotman laid down that sacrifice bunt as Uchi was hit, and he moved him over to second base in the second inning. That fouled off there by Brotman as the count goes no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, it's too bad we don't have a production truck out there to fix all this. Hey, we're doing the best we can, Frank.
Exactly right. It is 88 degrees and sunny here in Great Bend. It feels like 94.
What's that wind?
That wind is showing 14 miles an hour out of the south-southeast, but boy, it just seems awful windy out here. So Zach Curry ready, and here's the pitch. That one just missing outside for ball 1.
Good eye there.
Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Andrew Brotman as we are in the top half of the 4th inning. Here's Curry's pitch. That swing and a miss there by Brotman as he goes down swinging for out number 2 here in the top half of the 4th inning. And that is the 4th strikeout recorded by Zach Curry. That will bring up the right fielder, number 7, Eric Garza. Garza struck out his first time up as he looked at third strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, Garza was 0 for 1 in Monday's game.
Once again, Garza wearing number 7 here tonight instead of number 9. And here's Curry's first pitch. Ball hit, lifted into left field. Left fielder Mitchell getting under it, making the catch for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 here in the top half of the 4th inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base at the end of 3.5 right here. Because we want to thank our sponsors first.
Right.
We have Miller Insurance Agency, American Family Insurance, Duty Works, Conradi Insurance Group, Boston Insurance, Pouch Enterprise, Realty Connection Store and Stuff, and U-Haul, Roofing Services Unlimited, Shamrock Car Wash, Pate and Paul Attorneys at Law, Affordable Autos, Remax Associates of Newton, Kansas, the Tim Marler and Family, Carl Hodges, Dr. Brett Rolfs, DDS, John and Lori Odom, and we have Newton Rec Commission, Bob Burke, Buy Loco, and Ray Roofing. Also, we'd like to thank our host families. We have Connie Miller, Joe Petlow, Michelle and Brett Kaufman, Robin and Christopher Eshelman and Aaron Eshelman, Tammy Schmidt, Chad and Joni Considine, and Zach Bravo. Once again, we couldn't do it without our sponsors and our host families.
Oh, there's no
also,
doubt.
we have Saturday, we're going to have the All-Star game at the EC, the Sunflower Collegiate League. And our All-Stars are...
Yeah, Aaron Bechtel, Zach Bravo, Joey Martinez, Hibiki Uchi, Lincoln Andrews, Enzo the Boom Bonventry, Jack Segrist. That's the Rebels, representing the Rebels.
Okay, they'll be representing the Rebels on Saturday night at 7 o'clock. We will not be carrying the game on Newton, Kansas Rebels channel, but it will be on the Sunflower Collegiate League channel on Saturday night. Due up for the Great Bend Batcats will be the left fielder number 6, Brady Mitchell. And looks like they appealed for first base.
They appealed it.
And said he was did
right.
not go, so
he
it
held
is
up.
ball 1. That one fouled off the right-hand side by Mitchell. Count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, Brady Mitchell, he was 0 for 4 Monday.
0 for 4, and he is 0 for 1 here in the ball game as he grounded out to the shortstop, made the third out in the bottom half of the first inning. And here's Bravo's pitch. That one breaking just outside, misses for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Brady Mitchell. And if you notice the spelling on it, it's not actually Mitchell.
Michelle.
Yeah. That one is hit to the shortstop. Brotman gets a big bounce, goes over to first base, and he pulls Lincoln Andrews to the outfield side and drops the ball. I believe that's going to be an error on the throw, but I'm not sure yet.
I don't know. We'll see.
Because Andrews was not even on the bag as that ball
he was off.
out to the right-hand side there.
He went to get it, and when he tried to come back, that's
exactly right. So it was going to be a close play at first base. There's going to be an error on the play, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I would give it to the shortstop, but we'll see what happens here. Exactly how they played, whether they give it to Lincoln Andrews or not, since it did pull him off. That fastball by Bravo missing high for ball one. So on is Brady Mitchell. That's too bad because Brotman had a real nice hop there, right to him, and just threw it across his body there and pulled Andrews off. That one hit to the right-hand side. That's going to be in for a base hit. Touche records his first hit of the ball game, and now the Great Bend Batcats have two runners on as Mitchell stops at second and Touche is on at first base.
It is the part of the order Monday that really hurt the Rebels right here.
Yeah, you said 6 for 12.
6 for 12, the last four batters.
It's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 25, Tyler Henry. With runners on at first and second, I would probably expect a bunt here, but we'll see what the head coach.
Henry was on 5 times on Monday night. 2 for 2.
Has the play here, and Bravo's ready to go. Here's the first pitch, a swing, check swing, but that one is in for call strike one against Tyler Henry. So the count is no balls, 1 strike.
And again, that's just what's so elite about Bravo is that he can get himself out of these jams, and hopefully he does this inning.
That one missing outside for ball one, so the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. And they did give that error to the first baseman, Lincoln Andrews. That was going to be tough because he should have caught it, but yet it did pull him off there. So it is an error on the first baseman. That one fouled off there by Tyler Henry.
And we can't tell from this angle because he was off the bag. We can tell he was off the bag.
Yeah, he was off the bag, but like I say, I knew it hit his glove there, but I just couldn't tell whether it was so far off the bag that's what did it or whether it just came out of his glove there.
And Lincoln's the kind of guy that would tell you I should have had that.
Yeah. So the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Tyler Henry with runners on at first and second and no out here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. 1-0 is the score in favor of the Great Bend Batcats. Here's Bravo's pitch. That one lifted to the right-hand side. Looks like Garza's coming in. Finally finds the ball. He couldn't find it there for a second and then finally saw that he was going to have to hustle in. He makes the catch for out number 1.
It looks like they had some good communication there. There was a problem earlier in here when we were talking about communication in the field, about the position. It's like they've worked on that.
Yeah, because Sigris started backing up, and then he knew he wasn't going to be able to get to it. He stopped, so Garza saw that he had the play, and the only play, came in and hustled for that and made the catch. That's going to bring up the catcher, number 3, Chandler Bloomer. There's a throw over to second base, not in time. Oh, they did get him. Oh, they did get him, it looks like. Nice job there by Bravo and Brotman to get Brady Mitchell out at second base.
I thought he might have been in there, Frank. Like you said, you recall it, and then he just jumped up like he got me or something. But I thought he might have beat him.
So it is a 1-6 put out. And here's a pitch. That one in there for call strike 1. So the count goes no balls, 1 strike now to Chandler Bloomer. Bloomer hit a double in the 2nd inning and scored on a base hit by Ragsdale for the only run of the ball game. There is 2 down now. Breaking ball in there for call strike 2. Nice pitch there by Zach Bravo.
That's what we've seen before. Bravo starts locating all those pitches. He's locating 3 pitches right now.
Bravo had 4 pitches going for him the last outing. That's recorded 8 strikeouts against Cheney Diamond Dogs. A fastball just missing high for ball 1. As Bravo thought he might have had that one. But this umpire's been real consistent on his strike zone. So you got to give him credit for that.
The trouble sometimes, the only trouble with strikeout pitchers, they throw a lot of pitches.
So Chandler Bloomer is up there with 2 down. That breaking ball missing outside for ball 2. And Bravo was kind of disgusted with himself on that one as he missed. We got a pretty good crowd here in Great Bend. They have bleachers in the middle and some to the right and some to the left along the first base side and the third base side. And here's the pitch. Ball hit right back to the pitcher of Bravo. Bravo's going to go run it out himself for out number 3. So unassisted by the first pitcher for the third out. And that bottom half of the 4th inning for the Batcats, they scored no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on base. At the end of 4 innings of play, it is the Great Bend Batcats 1 and the Newton Rebels 0, and we'll be right back.
That person holds ticket number 544.
And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, joined along by Mark Cavala, the general manager for the Newton Rebels. This is what he looks like up close and personal, so I thought I'd give you a shot of him.
Surprise.
Yeah. And due up for the Newton Rebels will be the left fielder, number 30, Ricky Hockett, as Zach Curry comes in for his 5th inning of work.
Yeah, Curry, like we talked about with that 27 ERA coming in, of course, the 1 inning, he's really, he's mixed it up, done a good job. And what I like, what he has done, he's come inside more than a lot of the pitchers that we've seen, Frank, through the summer.
That's correct. So Ricky Hockett will be the first batter for the Newton Rebels. Hockett got hit by the pitch his first time up. And he was left stranded at first base there in the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch by Curry. That one a check swing. And he says nope. Hockett comes in batting .212. Looking for his 8th hit of the season. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off there by Ricky Hockett. So the count will go to 1 ball, 1 strike.
What about Hockett on the mound? That last outing he had against the Diamond Dogs, that was one of the best outings we had this year.
I think he went 7 innings. Only gave up 2 runs, 2 earned runs. Gave up 8 hits, 1 base on balls, 2 strikeouts as he faced 29 batters.
Yeah.
So a great job there by Ricky Hockett. Like I say, he was scheduled to pitch yesterday, but with that rain out, it was Bravo's turn today. We'll see if he pitches on Friday or not. And there we go. Okay, there's the pitch. That one missing low for ball 2.
And I was going to say, with Bravo pitching day, he'll be able to go that 1 inning Saturday.
Exactly right. Yeah, that's another reason why they kept it this way, so that way Bravo can pitch in the All-Star game. That 1 inning. Swing and a miss there by Hockett as he goes down, swinging for the first time. A great pitch there by Zach Curry as he took something off on that, and Curry records, I got the 5th strikeout now.
And Frank, the whole thing, if you guys watch your camera right here, you can see the ball breaking away to right-hander. The only thing you do, you take that ball to the right side, take it to the right field, and a lot of our guys are just hooking the ball. They're just coming around it.
That's going to bring up Sam Cassane. That hit into center field. The center fielder, Rogers, gets under it, makes the catch for out number 2. So fly out to center field for the 2nd out, and that will bring up the second baseman, number 2, Jack Sigras. Sigras has been up the bat twice now here in the ball game. He flew out to center field his first time. and grounded out to the third baseman, Ragsdale, in the third inning.
Yeah, Ragsdale's been pretty busy over there.
Yeah, he has 4 putouts here so far in the ball game for Great Bend. Breaking ball just missing outside by Zach Curry.
Well, here's what we're talking about right now. This is the third time around the top of the order again. So here we go. Third time around. What have we learned? We should start making some progress.
That one hit hard to the shortstop, Carnegie. Carnegie moves to his left, throws across for out number 3. So a 6-3 putout if you're scoring at home. For the third out, top half of the 5th inning for the Newton Rebels. They scored no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of 4.5 innings of play, it's the Great Bend Batcats 1 and the Newton Rebels 0, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels baseball as we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Due up for the Batcats is the third baseman Ragsdale. He'll be followed by Carnegie and Rogers. Going to give you some numbers here for Zach Bravo so far. Zach Bravo has gone 4 innings, has given up 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, has struck out 5, and has faced 16 batters. So he's going to start working his 5th inning of work here tonight. Last time out, he went 7 innings.
Yeah.
Where he had 8 strikeouts. And the time before that, I think he went 7 innings and had 14 strikeouts, I believe.
No, he's been doing a good job. He's keeping us in games. That's one thing when Zach Bravo's on the mound. He will keep you in a game and just get that offense going. And we've seen that now for 3 years.
First batter he faces is third baseman number 2, Chance Ragsdale. Ragsdale attempted a bunt there, but showed bunt anyway. That one missing high for ball 1, I believe.
I'm enjoying seeing him pitch more because last year he pitched 80-some innings.
That one missing high for ball 2.
At Butler County, and he had signed to go to Lamar University, especially after he got drafted. And he was on a pitch limit, so he basically closed. And then he had to leave right towards the end of the summer, if you recall. So it's nice to see him getting extended.
That one missing high for ball 3. So 3-0 now the count to Chance Ragsdale.
And Frank, with everything going on in the world, who knows when college baseball's.
That one high for ball 4. So Ragsdale walks on 4 pitches. And that will bring up the shortstop, number 7, Seth Carnegie. Well, Bravo, as I was talking about, last time out against the Diamond Dogs, went 7 innings, had given up 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 8 hits, 2 base on balls, and struck out 8 as he faced 32 batters. He did go 7 innings. The time before that, he faced sluggers, and he went 6 innings, gave up 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 9 hits. The ball thrown over to first base, and that one gets away from Andrews.
Yeah, so that was a tough one where short hopped him, and Lincoln Andrews, like I said, he throws pretty hard over there.
So going over to second base is Ragsdale.
It's interesting because we'd see Coach Ward if he was going to bunt him over or steal right there. No, he didn't have to.
I thought he may bunt him over, but now he's got ducks on the pond as runner on his second base. Breaking ball there to Carnegie. Count goes no balls, 1 strike now. Seth Carnegie. And the game before that, he faced the Patriots, and he also went 7th inning that game. That's when he had 14 strikeouts. Talking about Bravo, that bunt attempt. Call strike 2 as Carnegie did not pull his bat back, and a nice job there by Hibiki Uchi.
Yeah, Uchi, he had a little bounce to his legs right there. He was ready to jump up, and I mean, that was good because that pitch could have got right by him.
So 0-2 now the count. And Roger Ward knows that every run is important, so we may see a bunt here. Even though with 2 strikes, the Newton Rebels lay down a bunt with 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Carnegie. And here's Bravo's pitch. That fastball just missing high and outside. And the count will even up now at 2-2.
I'll take 7.
I like the way Uchi, he plays that position with enthusiasm.
Yeah, he does, and he's very, very smart back there. That's what I like about him. That's swing and a miss there by Seth Carnegie as he goes down for out number 1. So that is the first out of this inning.
And I was talking to Robin Etchelman, who is a host family with Uchi where he's staying, and said he was so excited he couldn't believe that he's an all-star. So
now, well, I know he kept coming to me and saying, I got 2 hits, and that was what he was worried about, that the 2 hits that were not recorded. And I'm not sure whether we finally got it in there or not, but he is an all-star, so congratulations to him and all the Newton Rebels. That one missing, they're hitting in the outside corner as that count goes no balls, 1 strike now to Alex Rogers. Rogers struck out his last time up. By the way, that last strikeout to Carnegie was Bravo's 6th strikeout here in the ball game.
And now again, he has the top of the lineup. He has to do it 3rd time around.
So Bravo calls timeout, and Uchi is now going out to talk to Bravo, as there was a little confusion.
They might be talking about the signals. With the runner on second, they're translating or transferring him, I should say.
So the count is no balls, 1 strike now to Alex Rogers as we are in the bottom half of the 5th inning. The score is 1-0 if you're just now joining us, in favor of the Great Bend Batcats. They scored 1 run in the bottom half of the 2nd inning. They do have a runner on at second base with 1 out here in the bottom half of the 5th. And here's Bravo's pitch, a breaking ball just missing inside. So the count will go even now at 1-1.
So, buddy, can I borrow you again? Yeah, what's up? We're going to have you go, we're going to spin my friend around on a...
Why don't you give us a little bit wider camera there on that, see what... There we go,
there you go.
There we go. 1-1 now the count. Here's Bravo's pitch. That ball hit the third baseman. Nice job there by Riley. Nolan Riley, also another great defensive player. He's once he took over third base, he has really performed well for the Newton Rebels. As he moved to his left and threw across for out number 2. So a 5-3 put out for the 2nd out. And that will bring up the second baseman, number 8, Colin Minard. Minard struck out his last time at the plate and flew out to right field in the 1st inning. So runner on at second base with 2 down here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. And here's Bravo's pitch. A breaking ball in there for call strike 1 as he took just a little bit off of that one. 0-1 now the count. Minard looking for his first hit of the ball game as he is 0 for 2. Here's Bravo's pitch. That one into the ground. Nice job there by Uchi. And Uchi wanted somebody covering second base because Ragsdale was about 1/3 of the way to third base. Nobody covered second. But he was about ready to throw that ball down to second base.
Yeah, Brotman kind of cut towards the shortstop position and set it to the bag. But he maybe just didn't want that throw there.
So count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike now to Minard, as we do have 2 down. And here's Bravo's pitch. A fastball missing high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Colin Minard, who's playing second base this evening for the Great Bend Batcats.
So I'm enjoying watching this league. A lot of good players.
A lot of Division I players and a lot of really good players. Breaking ball in there for call strike 2. Another great pitch there by Zach Bravo. as he evens up the count now at 2-2.
And a lot of the pitchers, different kind of pitchers we've seen. We've seen the three-quarters, sidearm, hard throwers, soft.
Bravo's pitch. That one lifted up to the right-hand side. Lincoln Andrews moving to his left. Gets under it, makes the catch for out number 3. Nice job of pitching there by Zach Bravo to get out of the inning. So the bottom half of the fifth inning, for the Batcats. They scored no runs on no hits. I believe there was one error and one left on base. At the end of 5 innings of play, the score is now the Batcats 1 and the Rebels 0, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels baseball as we go to the top half of the 6th inning. So far, it is a pitcher's duel here tonight as the score is 1-0 in favor of Great Bend.
I mean, we talk about the battle of the Zacks right now, and I mean, Zach Curry, he's up 1-0, but I'm telling you, if you look at what Zach Bravo's done right here, getting out of these jams, unbelievable.
Yeah, because Zach Bravo has given up 4 hits, and Zach Curry has only given up 1 hit here tonight.
And right now, I mean, here's what I liked about Bravo, too. You know, he threw the ball in right field, whatever guy gets second. He kept his composure. Yep. And you would think runner on second, no outs. It's a good opportunity, you know, for the Batcats to get a run in there, but he stopped him, and he's that kind of guy that it can help himself out.
So we go to the top half of the 6th inning. Due up for the Newton Rebels will be the third baseman, number 55, Nolan Riley. Andrews on deck and Von Ventry in the hole. So it looks like we're about ready to go here in the 5th.
Third baseman, number 55, Nolan Riley.
Like I said, this time around, third time around, I'd like to see some progress with the bats. You know, 1 hit, we're better than that, and I'd like to see that.
First pitch to Riley is ball 1, so the count goes 1 ball, no strikes now to Nolan Riley. Once again, he also is a great defensive third baseman for the Rebels.
Yeah.
And here's Curry's pitch. Breaking ball hitting that outside corner. Great pitch there by Curry as he takes the count now to 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, they thought that they were going to do that at the end of last inning, but they were going to pull my scorekeeper to do it.
That one missing inside and low for ball 2. Trying to get my... So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Riley. That one in there, breaking ball for strike 2. That will take the count now to 2-2 to Nolan Riley.
Yeah, Riley's one of those guys, he doesn't mind having 2 strikes.
Here's the pitch. That one a swing and a miss there by Riley as he goes down swinging for the first out here in the top half of the 6th inning. That's the second time Riley has gone down swinging. And that is the 6th strikeout recorded by Zach Curry. That will bring up the first baseman, number 21, Lincoln Andrews. Andrews reached on the base hit his first time up in the first inning. Then he walked in the 3rd, was forced out at second base.
Yeah, Frank, also, who's in the game right now is actually Ryan Peters.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
I didn't see that either with the number.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
From Cypress, Texas, 6'1", 166 from Sam Houston State.
Hey, they're still showing Curry in the
Yeah,
point
that's why I
streak.
was looking over there, but they haven't changed it. But, yeah, I thought that's kind of different.
Okay, what's his number?
19.
19. And here's the pitch. That one missing for ball 3. 3-1.
When you have this headset on, you don't hear anything. You know,
No.
I couldn't hear the announcement.
So the count is 3 balls and no strikes now to Lincoln Andrews as they're 1 down in the top half of the 6th inning. That one in there for call strike 1. As that one was right across the letters.
Well, and Lincoln did the right thing. And, you know, even if he gets on with a walk, you got the boom behind him, and just need to get somebody on base.
That one breaking ball, missing high for ball 4. So Lincoln Andrews will be on one of the base on balls. And that will bring up the designated hitter, number 17, Enzo the Boom Bonventry. Ryan Peters now pitching for the Great Bend Batcats, and we apologize about that, but Peters is a 6'1", 166-pounder from Sam Houston State. He's from Cypress, Texas.
Man, you know, and Coach Ward, he sure does a great job getting guys from across the country and coming to Great Bend, Kansas and playing some ball.
That one missing inside for ball 2. 2-0 now the count.
And from very good colleges, Sam Houston State. I mean, they're having a good season, and then everything was shut down. But he gets some, you know, he has some great connections.
So Enzo the Boom Bonventry up. That one breaking ball missing outside. Peters comes in with a 1.54 ERA. He's appeared in 8 ball games, has pitched 11 2/3 innings, has struck out 16, given up 4 base on balls and 7 hits.
Be nice to get a walk right here, get runner in scoring position.
Swing and a miss there by Bonventry.
That's a
On a 3-0 count.
Yeah, I don't think he's thinking about a walk.
Nope, I don't think Enzo was thinking. He was
But-
looking at making it 2-1.
But that's the thing, you know, you just got to look at it, get a runner on second, and then let the next guy do the job.
So the count is 3 balls in those and 1 strike. Breaking ball, that one hit, lifted to the right-hand side. That's going to be foul. So the count will go full now at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strike now to Bonventry. Lincoln Andrews reached on a base on balls to start off to as he was a second batter up in the 6th inning. It was a strikeout by Riley. And here's the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss there by Bonventry as Bonventry goes down for the 3rd time.
And I don't know if that was ball 4, but it was close enough that he had to be swinging.
Yep, it was.
Yeah.
That will bring up the catcher, number 15, Hibiki Uchi. Well, so far, the Newton Rebels only have 1 hit here in the ball game. That's besides the pitching, the 1 hit. That breaking ball outside corner for strike 1.
Did you expect this, Frank?
Well, I didn't expect it from their pitcher, to be honest with you. I did expect it from our pitcher because I've seen him throw. Now, that's
Right.
Now, I'm going to say something that their pitcher, Zach Curry, pitched a great 5 innings.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
he really did a great job. But I had not seen him before, so I didn't know exactly. I was just going by the ERA
Yeah,
that he had.
and what I say is that you can't always go by that. Plus, who he was facing, he had 1 inning.
That one hit to the right-hand side. That's going to be foul, and out of play.
But you bring this up because, you know, as a college coach, I'd bring my guys to look at these stats or look at the records of other teams. I go, no, don't do that. You know, of course, with the media now, with the social media, they could look online and see it. Don't look. Don't look.
All we got is their stats, and that's all we can go off of. And like I say, not able. This is the first time we've been able to see Great Bend, and first time we've seen Curry. But he pitched a great ball game for the Great Bend Batcats, and congratulations to him on his 5 innings of work.
Again, you know, Coach Ward, he does some. You know, he's done some. I've known him for years. I mean, he does some neat things. I mean, it's a gut feeling. I'm going to put Curry in there, and look what he does.
Yeah. He definitely has kept them in the ball game. That one called strike 3 as that one hits the outside corner. And Peters records his second strikeout of the ball game, and the third strikeout of the as he came in here in the sixth inning.
This inning, yep.
Okay. All right. I'm going to correct that because we changed pitchers here. So he struck out the side, so the top half of the sixth inning for the Rebels. They scored no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left on base. At the end of 5.5, it is the Great Bend Batcats 1 and the Newton Rebels 0, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels baseball as we go to the bottom half of the sixth inning. The score is 1-0 in favor of Great Bend. Well, they got a little promotion going on here.
That's pretty interesting. I've never seen this like this. They have a blindfold.
They have a guy with a blindfold on. We'll show you here. And he's trying to find home plate. He was right around it, and
now
he's not able to find it, and now he's really lost.
All right. Got it.
Maybe he was trying to find a player there.
That's different. I mean, Roger Ward thinking of some great promotions.
As we go to the bottom half of the sixth inning, due up for the Great Bend Batcats, right fielder number 20, Jake Baker. Then after that will be Mitchell and Touche.
And we might talk about that someday, Frank, because you've seen all these years. What's some of your favorite promotions? What's some that you through the years that you remember? Yeah, I want you to think about that sometime.
Well, I know which one my favorite is. There's no doubt about it. I like the ones where they bang at balls. The big old blow ups, and I like that one. But the best one I like is where the husband and wife try to pop a balloon on each other, in between each other.
Is that a game, Frank?
It's a game thing.
Okay,
it's a family-oriented thing,
okay.
And we've done it many times. And then, of course, the other most favorite one is the water balloons, as you try to catch the water balloons and you spread out. That's another one
how far you can go.
Exactly right. That's another one that we've used at the NBC World Series. By the way, the NBC World Series coming up August the 3rd through the 10th. And due up is Baker.
And you have some news on that? Because a lot of people are asking me, and I know because you're the voice.
This will be my 26th year as the PA voice for the NBC World Series, and I got a call from Kevin Jinks today.
Oh, good.
And the only thing that I was told was he asked me if I would mind going to Hutchinson, and they have to send a crew since we have a crew in Hutchinson and one in Wichita. Call strike 3. Wow. Great pitch here by Zach Bravo, that is, for out number 1. And that is the 7th strikeout recorded there by Zach Bravo. Brings up the left fielder number 6, Brady Mitchell. So he asked me if I wouldn't mind going to Hutchinson, and I told him no, I wouldn't mind. I'll be there for 4 days, and I'll be doing a little bit of two things. I'll be PA announcing that hits Mitchell, as Mitchell will now take the base as a hit batsman. And then I also will be doing play-by-play on YouTube for the NBC World Series. So that's
right.
the other thing that I will be doing for him. I haven't got a schedule yet, and so I don't know exactly what it will be, but this will be my 26th year as the PA voice.
It's unbelievable, Frank.
Voice of the
I'm proud of
NBC
you.
World
I'm
Series.
so proud of you. And I've known you all those years. It's a long time, man.
Breaking ball in there for call strike one as that goes right across the letters of Trent Touche.
Of course, I was, 10 years old when I met you, Frank? Right?
It's been a long time. Count is no balls, one strike. Well, I've got into play-by-play here by accident, actually. Foul ball hit to the right-hand side. That's going to be out of play. And I got into PA by accident.
Is that right?
Yeah. I was just happened to be at one of my son's football games when he was in 7th grade. And the athletic director was walking up to the press box, and he said, hey, he said, I don't have a PA announcer for tonight's game. Anybody ever call a game? And I said, no, I never have, but I'll give it a try. So he says, well, get in here in the press box. He goes, I'll go get you a roster. And while I was in the press box waiting for the roster, I thought to myself, how would I like to listen to the game if I was on the stands? And that's how I called the game. A swing and a miss there by Touche as he goes down for out number 2. And that is the 8th strikeout by Zach Bravo. That will bring up the designated hitter, number 25, Tyler Henry. So anyway, I called the game, and then after the game was over with, he goes, hey, you did a great job. He says, our basketball season's coming up. Would you like to do that? And then after that, I did baseball, and then, like they say, the rest is history. Fastball by Zach Bravo.
Well, like I said, I'm so happy to have you part of this program, and the Newton Rebels, and look forward to you next year, and keep doing it. I'm enjoying. As long as you're having a good time, I know I'm having a blast.
Swing and a miss there by Tyler Henry. Well, like I say, and then the play-by-play is actually, we had nobody do play-by-play for the NBC World Series, and I told them, hey, guys, I'm not doing all the PA games. I'll be more than willing to fill in, so I did, and now this is about the 2nd or 3rd year that I'll be doing it. Ball hit right back to Bravo. Bravo will be going to first base to Lincoln Andrews for out number 3. So a 1-3 put out for the 3rd out. And at the bottom half of the 6th inning for the Great Bend Batcats, they scored no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 6 innings of play, it is the Great Bend Batcats 1 and the Newton Rebels 0, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball as we go to the top half of the 7th inning. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, and I'm joined along tonight by General Manager Mark Cavallo. And Mark, I'm going to have him take a look at you one more time. There you are.
Yeah.
So once again, we are going. Yeah, we had to get sprayed down. I told him the other day that the bugs are really.
Well, I watched the telecast here Monday.
Yeah.
And so you're fighting the mosquitoes.
The mosquitoes are really bad, and they're starting to come out right about this time. As we go to the top half of the 7th inning, the Newton Rebels leading off will be the shortstop, number 1, Andrew Brotman. Brotman is sacrificed in the 2nd inning as he moved Hibiki Uchi over to 2nd and then struck out his next time up.
Like I
First
said,
pitch to Brotman is ball one.
and like Zeke Brotman, if any way he can get on base, that's what his only job. Every time you're leading off an inning, your job's to get on base.
Well, we've got 3 innings to go now. They need base runners, that's for sure, as they are down 1-0 here in the ball game. That one hitting the outside corner. Nice pitch there by Peters. As the count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. Brotman didn't think that was a strike, but it was right on the outside corner.
I was talking to Coach Ward again for the game, and the only thing he was concerned about was the depth in pitching.
Well, he's had 2 good ones here tonight,
Yeah.
and Curry and Peters. That breaking ball misses inside as the count now goes to 2 balls and 1 strike.
And on Monday, he got through with just the 2 pitchers.
Yep.
So
2 balls, 1 strike now to Andrew Brotman as he is leading off here on top out the 7th inning. That one missing low for ball 3. 3-1 now the count. So Andrew Brotman needs to find a way to get on base any way possible. That one missing low for ball 4.
yeah, did his job. He did his
Andrew
job.
Brotman will be on with a base on balls. And that will bring up the right fielder, number 7, Eric Garza. So we'll see what Coach Clark has on play. And I'm going to lose my computer here if I don't get this doggone wire to work.
Right now, now Garza, he has to do his job. If everybody does their job, you'll be very successful. And right now, he's got Lachlan Ross. He has Ross on deck.
So Ryan Peters ready to go, and then first pitch is in there for call strike 1 to Eric Garza.
Seeing that outside fastball, that's perfect. Perfect for a bunt because the first baseman's holding the runner. If you could put it right down that way.
No balls, 1 strike now to Garza. That bunt laid down. Great bunt there by Garza as that's to the third base side. And
He almost took
first
his
pitcher
foot off
goes
there.
over to first. What's that?
He almost took his foot off.
Yeah, he did. Almost took his foot off there too quickly. But Brotman will be sacrificed over to second base as Eric Garza lays down a nice bunt. A 1-3 put out. Sacrifice. And that will bring up the left fielder, number 30.
Ross is in.
Oh, number 3. Okay, coming in.
Yep.
So we are going to have a pinch hitter in here now for the Newton Rebels. That'll be Lachlan Ross, a 6-foot, 195-pounder from Colby College. He's from Sydney, Australia. So we'd like to say hi to his parents from Australia. We hope you're enjoying the ball game. So Lachlan Ross will now be pinch hitting for Ricky Hockett.
And Ross told me that his parents were listening. They've been when we were talking about him the other day, and so
Lachlan Ross comes in batting .312. Fastball missing low for ball 1. As he's appeared in 25 ball games, has been up the bat 77 times, has 24 hits, and has scored 16 runs. He also has a total of 10 RBIs. And he does have a runner on at second base, and a very important run. The infield is in just a little bit. The ball lifted to the right-hand side. It is fouled by Ross. So the count will now go to 1 ball and 1 strike.
And Ross is the kind of guy that he could be successful right now because he'll take that pitch to the right side. He's not afraid to go, spray the ball around wherever it's pitched.
And Peters ready to go. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for call strike 2. So the count will go now to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Perfect pitch here by Ryan Peters. Once again, there is a runner on at second base with 1 down here in the top half of the 7th inning as the Newton Rebels are down 1-0 to Great Bend. Pretty clean ball game so far. We did have 2 errors, but
No, it's been clean. You're definitely right.
But been a pretty clean and quick ball game.
Good pitching on both sides, and
Yeah, definitely good pitching on both sides. Not sure whether Bravo will come out for the 7th inning, but we'll see. And here's Peters' pitch. That one missing outside. So the count will even up now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And both catchers have done great. We don't see a lot of balls go into the screen, where we've seen it before. So they're doing a good job.
Yeah, nice job there by Bloomer as he backhanded that to keep it from going back to the backstop, or else Brotman would have been standing at third base with 1 down. So the count 2-2 now to Lachlan Ross as he's pinch hitting here in the top half of the 7th inning. As the Rebels need something to go, that one
Back there.
Another good
down
block.
on the ground there, and Bloomer stayed in front of it. As the count will go full now at 3-2. So Lachlan Ross, all he's got to think about is protecting that plate now, as there is a full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kassane is due up next for the Rebels. And he has flown out to center field twice now here in the ball game. And here's Peters' pitch. That one swing and a miss there by Lachlan Ross as he goes down for out number 2. And that is the 4th strikeout by Ryan Peters here in the 2 innings of work that he's put in. That will bring up the center fielder, number 14, Sam Kassane. Now the infield moves back to its regular positions.
2 outs. Yep.
With 2 down. As the second baseman's back in the grass area. First baseman back about 3/4 of the way behind first base. First pitch is low for ball 1 to Sam Kassane, who's playing center field this evening for your Newton Rebels. As the Rebels are down 1-0 here in the top half of the 7th inning. But the Rebels do have a runner on at second base with 2 down, as Brotman reached on a base on balls and was sacrificed by Garza over to second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss there by Kassane, as that evens up the count now at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, if you notice right there, he's been working on that, but he still stepped out. He stepped towards first base. And I'd rather step towards as he's facing the pitcher right to the right of him, but not to the first base line.
Anytime you step out, it sure does shorten that bat. That one missing inside for ball 2. So the count now goes 2 balls, 1 strike now to Sam Kassane. As there is a runner at second base, and they need him across to tie the ball game up here. As we are in the top half of the 7th inning. And Ryan Peters ready to go. Taking a good long look, so Kassane will call timeout or ask for timeout. Umpire grants him the timeout.
We've had 2 runners on leading off the inning so far. One was a walk, one was a hit pitch, hit by batter.
Yep. And now here's Peters' pitch. That one inside, and that hits Kassane in the left leg, or right leg, I should say, as he is a left-handed batter. So that is a hit batsman. Will be on at first base, and that will bring up the second baseman, number 2, Jack Sigras.
And I was going to say, Kassane did what you're supposed to do. He just stayed right in there and took the hit. Some guys, they dive like it's a grenade or something like that, diving out of the way. But he stayed right in there. And now you got the top of the lineup. You have one of your best hitters up.
So Jack Sigras will be up. Jack Sigras also a all-star, as he will be going to play in the All-Star game on Saturday night at 7 o'clock.
There's home field.
Home field, Shocker Field at X Stadium, Tyler Field.
Quite a few shockers that are in that. Did you notice that?
Yes, I did notice that, and I'm sure that was by design.
I'm sure Coach Wedge is proud of him.
Well, he ought to be, because Shockers got short on their season, as everybody else did. That first pitch to Sigras misses high for ball 1.
And I hope in the future he allows guys, Wichita State guys, to keep playing in our league. I think, you can monitor them. You can see them. I know everybody wants to go to Northwoods or the Cape, whatever.
That one hitting the outside corner for strike 1. Yeah, it sure would be nice, not only for them, so the fans could follow the Shockers here, but like you say, if you want to keep an eye on them, all you got to do is take a nice trip to Hutchinson or a nice trip to El Dorado or. A nice hit ball into left center field. That's maybe falling in that's going to get by the center fielder Rogers as he was He's sending them home, so the Newton Rebels will score 2 runs as Jack Sigras gets a double and a big diving effort there by Rogers in center field as that ball was hit into left center field but was not able to get to it.
No, but the 2 guys in front, like Brobman started off doing his job, and of course Kassane getting hit by the pitch, and whatever it takes, Frank, that's what you got to do, whatever it takes, and then the big hit by Segrist.
So the score now is 2-1. I'm sorry, 2-1 in favor of the Newton Rebels as they've scored 2 runs here in the top half of the 7th inning, all with 2 outs. Segrist is on at second base, brings up the third baseman number 55, Nolan Riley. First pitch is right across the knees for strike 1. Jack Segrist in with a double and 2 RBIs as the Newton Rebels take the lead 2-1.
And again, that's the second hit of the game for the Rebels.
But that was a big hit with 2 runners on. And as Rogers dove for that one, there was nobody backing him up, so the ball just kept going out towards the field. Finally, the left fielder had to go over. Mitchell had to go over and grab that as Rogers was on the ground as he dove for that one.
Well, definitely he was going to do or die. He
definitely was. That was great effort there by Rogers, just not able to get to it. That one right across the letters for strike 2. So the count goes to 1-2 strike now to Nolan Riley, as there is 2 down here in the top half of the 7th inning.
And Riley right there with that fastball right there. I thought he might swing at that. I mean,
that one fouled to the right-hand side. First baseman Touche heading over. Watch out.
Whoa.
I thought he was going to run right into the fence.
Yeah,
nice job there by Touche to grab that ball. Trent Touche for out number 3. Boy, I thought he was going to run his head right into that pole there. That scared me for a second, but a great effort by Touche for the 3rd out. So fly out to the first baseman for the 3rd out, but not before the Newton Rebels score 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 6.5 innings of play, it is the Newton Rebels 2 and the Great Bend Batcats 1. And we're going to stay right here because we got a new pitcher now coming in for the Newton Rebels.
Let's see who that is.
I think that's Hinkleman, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
20.
Hinkleman.
Yeah, it is. Hinkleman coming in. So we're going to have a new pitcher now for the Newton Rebels. And we'll give you the final numbers for Zach Bravo. Zach Bravo went a total of 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, had 1 base on balls, and had a total of 8 strikeouts as he faced 24 batters. And I wish I could have done the same thing for the Batcats for Zach Curry, but they never changed pitchers. Should have been 5 innings of work with 1 hit, 1 base on balls, 6 strikeouts, as Curry struck out 6 as he faced 20 batters. They finally did correct it on point streak. All right, so
Chandler Hinkleman.
Chandler Hinkleman will now be coming on for the Newton Rebels, and we'll give you some numbers on Hinkleman. You can give us
where he's from, and he's from Valley Center, 6 foot 240, right-hander, sophomore from Tabor College, and he's definitely had a great summer.
He comes in with a 1-0 record, a 2.42 ERA. He's appeared in 10 ball games, has started 1 game, has pitched 26 innings, has struck out 23, has 7 base on balls, and has given up 25 hits. It's going to bring up in the bottom half of the 7th inning for the Batcats, the catcher, number 3, Chandler Bloomer. Bloomer first up. First pitch by Hinkleman is ball 1, as that one misses high. So number 20, Chandler Hinkleman, will be on here in the 7th inning. That one fouled off there by Bloomer.
And Hinkleman showed his versatility. I mean, he's been in relief, middle relief, by starting against the Diamond Dogs last week on 5 innings, and you have all that right there, Frank.
Yeah, he was
impressive.
He went 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, 1 earned run, 4 hits, had 4 base on balls, and struck out 23 as he faced 23 batters. And then the time before that, he went 2 innings against the Sluggers, gave up only 1 hit, as he had 3 strikeouts and 1 base on balls. So he's done very well. He normally goes 2 to 3 innings, and like I say, the last time was on a start as he went 5 innings for the Rebels.
I'd like to see him go 2 or 3 innings right here. He could do it.
Well, he's got a 3-1 count now on Bloomer, as it is 3 balls, 1 strike. First thing you don't want to do is when you take the lead, that ball hit hard to the first baseman, Lincoln Andrews. He's going to take it unassisted. And nice job there by Chandler Hinkleman as he gets Bloomer to ground out for out number 1. That will bring up the third baseman, number 2, Chance Ragsdale. And boy, those numbers are hard to see there for the Great Bend Batcats.
That's why I didn't know the new pitcher was in.
So I didn't know that there was a change, but it's all because those numbers are hard to see. And here's Hinkleman's pitch, a swing and a miss there by Ragsdale as the count goes 0 balls and 1 strike. To Ragsdale, who's playing third base this evening. Ragsdale so far has 1 for 1 as he has a base hit and a stolen base. Then he had a base on balls his last time and was left stranded at second base. Count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike now to Chance Ragsdale. And here's Hinkleman's pitch. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. A nice pitch there by Chandler Hinkleman.
And you could see that ball. It broke probably this much, people. I mean, we're right behind here if you could see it, but it breaks. He has some great,
great movement on there by Hinkleman. Here's the fastball. Swing and a miss there by Ragsdale as he goes down for out number 2. That is the first strikeout recorded by Chandler Hinkleman. That will bring up the shortstop, number 7, Sep Kanegi.
And he's had quite a few strikeouts. I mean, with 23 right there.
Yeah, he's got a total of 23 strikeouts. Has only had 7 base on balls. So Hinkleman has come in and done a great job here for the Newton Rebels all season long. And finally got a chance to start against the Cheney Diamond Dogs, where the Cheney Diamond Dogs lost that game, and the Rebels won 6-5. That went in there for call strike 1. The count will go to 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah. If I recall, he struggled that first inning a little, I mean, we didn't help him. Obviously, only 1 earned run, but I liked how he bounced back.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss there by Kanegi, and the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Hinkleman in control here in this inning, and another great pitching performance by Zach Bravo here this evening. That one hit to the third base side. That is going to be in for fair ball. That's going to be in for extra bases as the left fielder comes up. And I'm not sure if that's Lachlan Ross there or not, or if it's Hockett.
Well, he pinch hit. I can't.
So Kanegi records a double right down the line. And that will bring up the center fielder, number 4, Alex Rogers. Rogers looking for his first hit of the ball game as the Great Bend Batcats have a runner on base in scoring position with 2 down here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. The score is 2-1 in favor of Newton. That one breaking ball in there for call strike 1, right across the letters.
Yeah, we need to keep Rogers, like I said, he had to try to make that dive. I'm sure he wants to make amends for the 2 runs on that trying to make a diving catch.
And it's showing Eshelman out in left field now. Breaking ball, that one fouled off by Rogers.
Yeah, I did see Eshelman kind of playing some catch over there earlier.
Okay, well then that's who's out in left field now. Like I say, I knew that they had a pinch hitter in as Lachlan Ross pinch hit for Hockett, and now Eshelman is out in left field. So 0 balls, 2 strikes now to Rogers, and here's a pitch by great pitch as he hits the outside corner for strike 3, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. And for the Batcats, they scored no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base, and 2 big strikeouts there by Chandler Hinkleman.
Awesome. He's improved so much, and I mean, he's been one of the fans are getting on the umpire right there.
Well, I think they're hollering because they're throwing T-shirts out.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah,
okay.
That's what it is.
Usually I hear that they're yelling for you, Frank.
Looks like we're going to have a new pitcher coming in.
Let's see. Let me ask here. I could ask these guys.
Can't see who it is. Anyway, the score after 7, it is the Newton Rebels 2 and the Great Bend Batcats 1. And we're going to have a new pitcher now for the Newton Rebels. For the Great Bend Batcats. And let me see who this is.
Yeah, it's right here. Marty Carnahan.
Okay. What number is he there?
He's 26.
26. Okay. We have Marty Carnahan coming in now for the Great Bend Batcats. He is number 26. Once you give me his vitals there.
Yeah, 6'2", 210. He's from Hereford, Texas. 210 right-hander, McMurray University down there. I've been there many times down in Abilene.
Okay. And we'll see what he has done so far here in the season, as he is 0-1 for the season, comes in with a 3.85 ERA, has played in 8 games, has started 1. He does have 1 save. He has pitched 21 innings, has 23 strikeouts, 13 base on balls, and has given up 23 hits. And we'll give you the final numbers for Ryan Peters, but Peters did a great job there for the Great Bend Batcats. It's showing that he went 1 2/3 innings, but I think he went
he's
two full innings.
Yeah, 2
because he came in the 6th inning. The 6th inning. So we're going to go 2 innings, 1 hit, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 2 base on balls, 3 strikeouts, as he faced 9 batters. We'll see if that's right or not. Well, I show him 10 batters. So anyway, they're giving Curry credit for 5 1/3 innings, and I don't think that was right. I don't think they changed pitchers there. So
Frank, I'm going to always go with you, though. I think you're right.
Okay. Due up for the Rebels here in the 8th inning, it is Andrews, Bonventry, and Uchi.
So you got to get some insurance right here. We got to keep going. Right, don't sit back. We've seen them sit back quite a few times, and the other teams catch up. So this is an opportunity right now, and you got the meat of your order up.
So Carnahan coming up now for the Newton. For the pitching now for the Great Bend, and up is Lincoln Andrews. Ball hit hard into the infield.
Tough sky.
Yeah, the shortstop. Moving over, not going to be able to make the catch. If that's going to be in for a double. Great hustle there by Lincoln Andrews as that ball fell in right over the shortstop's head, and the outfielder was not even able to get to that. That was Carnegie and Mitchell.
And Frank, when it's this time in Kansas and the sun's gone down, how many times we've seen it where very good fielders out there can't see the ball. They just throw their hands up, and you just got to run hard.
Well, we're going to have a pinch hitter now for Enzo Bonventry. It's going to be Roger Villoria. Villoria is a 6', 215-pounder from Marshalltown Community College, and he comes from Carrascas, Venezuela.
Yeah. And Roger's done some good things for us this summer.
He comes in batting .438 for the Newton Rebels. Breaking ball, swing and a miss there, fouled off there by Villoria.
Like I said, what I would like to see, Villoria moving that runner over. Get him over, like we talked about. The goal is always runner on third, 1 out. Then pass it on to the next guy.
So count is no balls, 1 strike now to Villoria. That one hit to the right-hand side. That's a base hit there by Villoria as that ball's hit into right field. And that throw comes into home. Gets away from the catcher. Going over to second base is Villoria, and he should have not done that.
No.
He should have stayed right where he was at because throwing him out at second base was the catcher, Bloomer. He just got a late jump, and he was trying to do something good, but just not.
Well, it's hustle. I mean, he's hustling. It's just one of those hustling that didn't work out well. But he did get the runner over to third base.
Yes, he did what he's supposed to do. So Valoria pinch hit it for Bonventry. It's going to bring up the catcher, number 15, Hibiki Uchi. So Uchi is up with the infield in now. Ball hit hard into right center field. The right fielder backing up, that is Baker. Baker makes the catch here, tagging up at third base, and he's going to be in safely.
Good.
And that is Andrew Linkins coming in from third base, and he's going to be safe. So the score now is 3-1. And once again, what a great job there by Lincoln Andrews as he saw the ball lifted into left field, right over the shortstop head, and he hustled all the way to second base, and that's what started all this.
And I think Coach Jay was telling him, run, as he was running down first base. Go, and no, it was a good job, good hustle play.
Uchi did his job as he flew out to right field and scored a run, an RBI. As there is now 2 down, brings up the shortstop, number 1, Andrew Brotman. So we are now in the top half of the 8th inning. The score 3-1 in favor of the Newton Rebels. And the Rebels have produced here with a great job by starting off by Andrews, and then Valoria got a base hit, moved over the Andrews over to third base, and was able to score on that fly ball by Uchi. That went in there for call, strike 2. So Andrew Brotman.
And I was impressed with Valoria, though, because taking that ball to the right side, I mean, it's like he had a game plan. I'm going to move him over, and he did, and he got a base hit out of it.
Got a base hit out of it, and just tried to stretch out as the ball got away from the catcher, but that was a mistake on his part, but otherwise he did well. That one fouled off there by Brotman. Brotman needs to get that mental mentality of being very aggressive up there at the plate with 2 strikes now.
Yeah.
You got to protect that plate.
And sometimes, like I said, choke up a little, protect the plate. He's a strong kid. Even if he just swings a little, it's going to be a good little hit. He's that strong.
Well, we know he's a good hitter because we saw it all season long, and also during the batting practices the first week or two. Man, he just looked really good. Here's the pitch. A breaking ball missing high for ball 1. So the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Andrew Brotman. Due up next is Garza as he stands on the on-deck circle. There is 2 down, though, and 1 run has scored here in the top half of the 8th inning. 3-1 is the score in favor of your Newton Rebels. And here's Carnahan's pitch. That's swing and a miss there by Brotman. That's a great job there by Brotman and a great job by Carnahan as he strikes out Brotman for out number 3. The top half of the 8th inning for the Newton Rebels, they score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of 7.5 innings of play, it is the Newton Rebels 3 and the Great Bend Batcats 1. Yeah, we'll take a small break. We'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer for tonight's game. Joined along by Mark Cavala, the general manager for the Newton Rebels, as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. The score is the Newton Rebels 3 and the Great Bend Batcats 1. And we'll go back to play here. Leading off for the Great Bend Batcats, second baseman number 8, Colin Minert, will be leading things off. They have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up for the Great Bend Batcats. They are down 3-1 now here in the bottom half of the 8th. And Chandler Hinkleman starting his second inning of work here for the Newton Rebels.
And I just been so impressed with Hinkle because he's a guy that didn't pitch. I mean,
Ball hit up the middle. Nice job there by Brotman as he goes across. What a great play there by Andrew Brotman as he went all the way almost behind second base, scooped it up, and went to first base to Lincoln Andrews for out number one.
And that's one thing about Brotman. I think he does a great job going to his left. You know, he has a little trouble. He's got to keep working going to the right, you know, on the ground ball, but deep in a hole like most shortstops. But going to his left, he's made some nice plays. I was going to go back to Hinkleman, and for a guy that didn't pitch, Frank, I mean, this year, and
swing and a miss there by, well, it says number 20, which would be Jake Baker. That is correct. Right fielder for the Great Bend Batcats. So the count goes no balls, one strike now to Baker. Baker is 1 for 3 here this evening as he has a double. He had a double in the first inning. Grounded out to second base and struck out in the 6th inning. One ball, 2 strikes.
And getting back to Hinkleman, though, the guy that hasn't pitched, but he's been one of the guys our surprises. I mean, one of the guys that I've been so impressed with that he's stepped it up.
Well, him and Gillick have really done well. That one missing inside for ball 2. Yeah, him and Gillick have really stepped up this year.
Oh, yeah, no. Where would we be without those two guys? Because they've been amazing.
The count is 2-2 now. The fastball out high for ball 3. So the count will go full now at 3-2 to Jake Baker.
And that's the thing about the All-Star game. To me, those guys are like All-Stars. I mean, what they've been doing for us.
That one missing low for ball 4. So Baker will be on with a base on balls, and that will bring up the left fielder number 6, Brady Mitchell.
And I think when they put in all the pitchers that we put in, you know, I include those guys in there, but they only took the starters because everybody's just going 1 inning on Saturday. But I think they're very deserving if you had relief pitchers.
Well, I definitely agree with you, especially Gillick, because Gillick has like 20-some strikeouts. Watch out, that's a fastball. And Uchi has to jump up in the air to grab that one. And a nice job there by Uchi as he kept Baker from going to second base. 1 ball, no strikes now to Mitchell. And here's Hinkleman's pitch. That one just missing inside for ball 2. So the count is 2 balls and no strikes. As we are in the bottom half of the 8th inning, the score 3-1 in favor of Newton. That one lifted into left field. That's going to be in for a base hit. And rounding second base, they may get him at second. Well, he's in there safely. A great job there by Eshelman getting the ball to Brotman, and Brotman threw it over to Sigrist covering second base as Baker really rounded second base and almost was a third of the way there to third base and had to stop as he saw that Brotman had the ball, but he's in safely at second base. So Mitchell is in with his first hit of the ball game as he had a base hit to left field. That will bring up the first baseman, number 15, Trent Touche. Touche has struck out twice here in the ball game and has a base hit in the 4th inning.
It's going to be interesting to see if they'd have their Touche bunt.
Well, we have 1 down.
Oh, there's 1, that's right.
Here's the pitch by Hinkleman. That one hit hard, and that one is going to be gone. There is no doubt about that one, as Hinkleman got that one up in the strike zone, and it's going to be a 3-run home run by Trent Touche here in the bottom half of the 8th inning, and now the score is 4-3 in favor of the Great Bend Batcats.
Yeah, unbelievable right there. He jumped on that high pitch right there and just rode it. I mean, he attacked it out front, and that ball Eshelman didn't even move in left field.
No, there was no doubt about it. As Hinkleman just left that one up in the strike zone, and Touche thought that was batting practice, and he took that out of the yard, and there was no doubt about it. There's a fastball there by Hinkleman missing for ball 1 to Tyler Henry. Once again, a 3-run home run by Trent Touche takes the score now 4-3 in favor of the Great Bend Batcats.
How about you, Tiger?
It's amazing how a pitcher, he looked so good that last inning, and then he comes over here and he's having some trouble with location.
Well, one pitch against these players can do it, especially when the wind blowing out, But there was no doubt about that one, wind or no wind, that one was going to be gone.
Well, if he can get out, it's still a one-run game.
That one hits Henry, so Henry will be on at first base as a hit batsman.
And there's nobody in the bullpen right now.
So now there's a runner on at first base with one down, and that's going to bring up the catcher number 3, Chandler Bloomer. And here comes head coach Clark, come out to talk to Hinkleman.
Well, maybe there is somebody, Frank. It's hard to see down that fence line.
Yes, it is. That's going to be it for Chandler Hinkleman. I heard that Gillick was going to be coming in pitching for Bravo if it got that far. So we'll see if that is Zach Gillick. Should be number 34 if it is.
Yeah, we know his number. And he's been a guy, so many tough situations. Bases loaded, he's been brought in, runners on second, runner on third, and he comes through.
Yeah. It is going to be number 34, Zach Gillick, now coming in to pitch for the Newton Rebels. Gillick is a 6'2", 205-pounder from Friends University, redshirt freshman out of Valley Center, Kansas. Gillick has appeared, comes in with a 2-2 record, a 4.43 ERA. He has appeared in 13 ball games, has 2 saves, has pitched 22 1/3 innings, has given up 14 hits, has struck out 29, and has walked 11 here for the season. Well, that's too bad for Hinkleman giving up that 3-run home run.
Great.
He really pitched a good ball game. We'll give you his final numbers for the Rebels.
This baseball, man, this is back and forth, and Touche just had that pitch and made a mistake, and he took it.
Well, he waited for it, and like I say, Hinkleman just hung it up there, and Touche just waited for it and took it out yard. Hinkleman went 1 1/3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 base on balls, had 2 strikeouts as he faced 9 batters. So Zach Gillick now coming in for the Newton Rebels.
And Gillick's job right now is keep it in a 1-run game right now, and then top of the 9th, the Rebel hitters.
And due up in the top of the 9th will be the bottom half of the lineup for the Newton Rebels. Coming up is the catcher number 3, Chandler Bloomer, as there is only 1 out with a runner on at first base, and the score 4-3. There's Gillick's pitch just missing outside for ball 1. So the count is 1 ball and no strikes now to Hinkleman, or correction to Bloomer.
Let's go, Bloom!
As Zach Gillick is now on in for the Newton Rebels. Here's the pitch. That one missing low for ball 2, and going down the first base was Uchi, but safely in is Henry.
Yeah, those always scare me right there, just because, if the first baseman gets it and hits the runner and the ball bounces out, he's at second base. I'd rather see a catcher just do a fake.
And
He'll dive back.
Here's Gillick's pitch. That one missing outside for ball 3. So 3-0 now to Chandler Bloomer. And Gillick has yet to find the strike zone on 3 pitches here. And here's Gillick's pitch. That one missing for ball 4. And that is only Gillick's 12th walk of the season. What's the matter?
A little dark out there. I don't know if you...
Yeah, go ahead and hit the light there.
All
See if that lightens it up a little bit. We're going to try something here. Here we go.
A little bit.
Okay, so Bloomer will be on with a base on balls. Going to second base is Henry. And that brings up the third baseman, number 2, Chance Ragsdale. Ragsdale struck out his last time up. He is 1 for 2 as he's reached on a base on balls and got a base hit in the second inning. First pitch is in there for call strike one. Count is no balls, one strike now to Ragsdale. Runners on at first and second, and we'll see what Roger Ward has on play here as there's only one out. I wouldn't be surprised if he sends the runners here. That one fouled off there by Ragsdale, and the count is no balls, two strikes.
Sometimes with a guy with a high leg kick, like Gillick does, and you have a second baseman on second, you get a good lead. You can get it. Now I know Brotman's trying to keep him close. Sigris is over there also trying to, keep him back, keep that runner on second back a step.
So here's the pitch by Gillick. That one just misses outside, so the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nice job there by Hibiki Uchi as he tried to frame that one, but that just missed on the outside corner. 1-2 now to Ragsdale, and here's Gillick's pitch. He may be stepping off here as he's taking just a little bit more time. A swing and a miss there by Ragsdale as he goes down swinging for out number 2. That is the first strikeout recorded by Zach Gillick.
Yeah, a little slider action right there, just going away from the right-handed hitter.
That's going to bring up the shortstop, number 7, Sep Kanegi. So there is runners on at first and second with 2 down. The score 4-3 as the Great Bend Batcats got a 3-run home run from Trent Touche to take a 4-3 lead as the Rebels were up 3-1. That one in there for call strike one to Kanegi. No balls, 1 strike. Well, I'm sure Hinkleman wishes he had that one pitch back.
Oh, yeah. And every pitcher's done it.
Yep.
So
and here's the pitch. That one missing outside for ball 1 as Henry was about halfway over to third base but decided to go back.
I mean, it doesn't matter if you're Clayton Kershaw, whoever, any of those guys, everybody's giving up home runs.
It happens. 1-1. That one missing outside, and Uchi can't find the ball. Finally gets to it, and halfway was Henry, but not able to go. As finally Uchi was able to corral it, and the count goes to 2 balls, 1 strike. He was lucky to even get a glove on that, as that was well above over the head of Kanegi.
He had a lot of movement too, and the whole thing is that's a tough play for a catcher. I mean, you're just like feel so lost. Where's the ball?
Yeah, he couldn't find it, but he finally did get to it. 2-1 now the count, and here's Gillick's pitch. That one missing low for ball 3. 3-1 now the count. Well, definitely you don't want to give up another base runner.
For your best pitch.
We'll load up the bases. Just get another runner closer to another run. That one missing outside for ball 4. So Kanegi will be on with a base on balls. That moves Henry over to third base, 90 feet away, and Bloomer over to second base. And that will bring up the center fielder, number 4, Alex Rogers.
Again, the top of the lineup. This is his 5th time up?
This is his 5th time up. He struck out twice, grounded out to the third baseman, and flew out to the shortstop. So,
and right now the defense playing no doubles. They're pretty close to the lines.
Runners on at bases full here. That one missing outside for ball 1. 1-0 now the count. Gillick having a hard time finding the strike zone. That one hit hard to the right-hand side. That may fall in. It is going to fall in for a base hit. 1 run scored. Here comes the second one across as Rogers gets a base hit and 2 RBIs, and now takes the score to 6-3 in favor of the Great Bend Batcats.
And I think that's one of those keys. I mean, that we talk about baseball, 2-out hitting.
Yep. And we're going to have, so Henry scores from third base. Bloomer scored from second. Over to third base is Kanegi. And Rogers is on at first base as he gets a base hit and 2 RBIs. And once again, now the score as the Great Bend Batcats have scored 5 runs here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Yeah, 2-out innings like the first run that they scored back in the 2nd inning. It was after 2 strikeouts and they still scored. So it's the Batcats, they battle you. They battle you all the way.
Well, they're doing a good job here this inning as the score is now 6-3. First pitch is the ball one. Gillick having a hard time finding that strike zone. There's the ball thrown down to second base. Not going to be in time as the heading with a stolen base is Rogers. And hanging on at third base was Carnegie. That was a call, strike one, so the count will go to 1-1 strike now as Colin Meinert. Meinert is the 10th batter up here in the inning.
Yeah, they're going to stay aggressive, trying to get these two more runs in.
And here's the pitch. That one just missing outside for ball 2. So the count will go now to 2-1 strike now to Colin Meinert. Runners on at second and third. Carnegie at third. Rogers on at second. The ball hit right back to the pitcher. Pitcher Gillick will go to first for out number 3. So a 1-3 put out for the third out, but not before the Great Bend Batcats score 5 runs.
Tonight's Link Flavor 50-50 raffle winner in just a moment.
On 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. At the end of 8 innings of play, it is the Great Bend Batcats 6 and the Newton Rebels 3. And we'll be right back. And when we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball, this is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, joined along by Mark Cavallo. As this evening, it is Coach Roger Ward's birthday, and they're singing happy birthday to him at this time. And somebody said something about 29. Now, I'm not sure how many times that is, but they did say happy 29th birthday to him.
No, he's a good man.
He is a very good gentleman. Yes, he is. Been up here to Great Bend the last couple years covering Newton Rebels baseball, and always have been very hospitable and give us Wi-Fi. This is what we need right here. Let me show you.
Okay, take a picture of that.
Let's take a picture of that. The Wi-Fi over here. See that box? That's what we need. That's what the Newton Rebels need back at home so we can cover the games.
There we go.
Instead of our phones or hotspot on our phones. Okay. All right, we got that out of the way. Coming in for his second inning of work is Marty Carnahan, as he came in the 8th inning and due up in the 9th inning. Top half of the 9th inning for the Rebels, we have Eric Garza. And then it should be Eshelman playing left field, and then Sam Kassane.
And you can't count out the Rebels. I mean, we've seen them score a lot of runs. Being down 6 runs, 7 runs, whatever. They just need to get somebody on base, and they'll get their big hit.
Get it started. Exactly right. Yep. So due up now for the Newton Rebels, the right fielder number 7, Eric Garza. Garza had got a sacrifice his last time out, struck out his first time, and flew out to left field in the 4th inning. So here's the pitch by Carnahan. That one fouled off by Garza to the right-hand side.
Oh, you got yourself a winner.
Garza comes in batting .304 as he is 7 for 23 here for the season. Here's Carnahan's pitch. A breaking ball, swing and a miss there by Garza as the count goes 0-2 now to Eric Garza. Well, the Rebels are down to the last 3 outs here, Mark.
These mosquitoes. I'm not doing my karate stuff here, Frank. But yeah, last 2 outs. Garza 0-2 right now.
That ball just missing. Boy, that was awful close to take. I tell you what.
Yeah.
That one did miss by much, and the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Eric Garza. And boy, the mosquitoes are starting to get to me now.
You were right.
Here's the pitch. That one hit to the right-hand side. That's to the second baseman. Not going to be able to get to it as Minard comes up on it.
Yeah, the ball came up on him.
Yeah, he came up. The ball came up on him, and that will be in for a. We'll see if they give him a hit or an error there, but I'm thinking
it'd be a base hit.
Base hit, yeah, because the ball did come up on Minard. That will bring up the left fielder, number 5, Eric Eshelman.
And Eshelman's got to be thinking, work this pitcher. If you can get on with a walk or anything, get a couple guys on. And if you get 2 strikes, you got to battle like Garza did and get a hit.
So Eshelman now up with runner on at first base. And no outs here in the top half of the 9th inning. The score 6-3 in favor of Great Bend. That one missing low for ball 1.
See, the fans are fans getting on the umpire here.
They always become a lot wiser than the umpire does.
And we never heard that before.
No. Eshelman batting 194 here for the season. He's appeared in 15 ball games. That one missing low for ball 2. 2-0 now the count. Yeah, they're very vocal here in Great Bend.
Yeah.
We found that out in football games that were once Valley Center had to play Great Bend, and found that out that they really support their sport here.
Oh, there's no doubt. It's been like that for years.
That one lifted into the infield. Third baseman Ragsdale gets under it, makes the catch in foul territory for out number 1.
Yeah, it's 2-0 count, and I don't know if that was Eshelman's pitch, but it's one of those things. You got to get on base and whatever. But he must have thought that was his pitch and went with it and just got under it.
Yep. So fly out to the third baseman for out number 1. That's going to bring up the center fielder, number 14, Sam Cassane. Cassane got hit by a pitch the last inning and scored a run as Sigris hit a double and scored Brotman and Cassane to make the score 2-1. That was in the 7th inning. That one missing high there by Carnahan. The count goes 1 ball, no strikes now to Sam Cassane.
Yeah, Cassane was 0 for 4 on Monday. Be nice to get that hit. He didn't have a hit today, so
he is 0 for 2 here tonight. Let's see, he has flown out twice to center field and got hit by a pitch.
But see how the pitcher's getting behind in the count. He's struggling. Don't help him out. Make him throw a strike.
Well, that's kind of what I thought Eshelman should have done that last time, but most guys that they think that's their pitch, they're going to go with it, and you can't blame them because you got to try to get guys on base. 2-0 now the count. That one in there for call strike 1 right across the knees. So now Cassane ready to go.
But the thing is, even if you take a strike, you're still ahead 2-1.
Right.
It's still a hitter's count.
Yeah. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Sam Cassane. There is 1 down here in the top half of the 9th inning. Ball hit hard there by Cassane. That's going to be in for a base hit. Coming around second base will be Garza, and Cassane will be in standing up with a double. So Cassane records his first hit of the ball game, a double. And now Garza will be standing at third base, Cassane at second.
Again, that was a hitter's count, 2-1. He's going to come after. He didn't want to walk you. So now you got the 2 runners on. The thing is, if we can get something big and you got a very good hitter up, score these 2 runs, maybe he gets a double, then you score, you're back in the game.
Yeah, Jack Sigris is coming up, is due up next. He got a double his last time up as he recorded 2 RBIs as Brotman and Cassane both scored. Well, now we have runners on at second and third with 1 down here in the top half of the 9th inning. The score 6-3 in favor of Great Bend, but the Newton Rebels are threatening.
And this is where you pass it on. I mean, whatever he can do. If he gets on with a walk, or maybe he's on the plate, gets hit, whatever, because you got a good hitter. You got your 2-hole coming up.
We have Cassane is 1 or Sigris, I'm sorry. That one fouled off to the right-hand side as he was swinging at the first pitch. Sigris comes in batting .317. He does have 2 home runs to his credit, and a total of 22 now RBIs. Or correction, 18 RBIs. Ball hit hard there. That's going to be in the gap. That's going to be in for a base hit. 1 run will score. Holding up at third base, correction, will be Cassane.
There's Coach Ward.
And Garza scores from third base. So now the score is 6-4 in favor of the Great Bend Batcats. So great job there by Jack Sigris as he gets a base hit and an RBI as he records his 2nd hit in a row now. That may be it for Carnahan.
Well, I don't see anybody. Yeah, it's anybody in the bullpen here, but Frank, right here you can't see. Yeah, well.
Due up now is third baseman number 55, Nolan Riley. Riley has struggled here tonight as he's 0 for 4 in the ball game. He struck out twice, flew out to the first baseman, and grounded out to the third baseman. But Riley, I believe, does have some power. Nolan Riley comes in batting .370. He does have that 1 home run. I believe that was against, let's see here, if I can find exactly who that was against. That was against the Batcats.
Monday.
Yeah, Monday he had a home run. I was going to say, I thought that was real recent. I was thinking it was either against Great Bend or against the Diamond Dogs, because I thought it was recent. So Nolan Riley now up. That one into the ground for ball 1 by Carnahan.
It's going to be interesting to see if Coach can roll the dice. Coach Clark maybe steal Sigris, try to get him in scoring position.
Well, with 2 down here, 1 down, correction, here in the top half of the 9th inning, the score 6-4. And Nolan Riley on at first base, and we have Sam Cassane on at third base. That one missing high for ball 2. 2-0 now the count.
Thing is, if you do steal him, then this depends right now what Riley does. Because if you got that base open, you might want to walk one of the league's leading hitters in Lincoln Andrews. But we'll see what happens down the line.
We'll see what happens here. Once again, there is 1 out here. That one missing low for ball 3. 3-0 now the count to Nolan Riley. And Lincoln Andrews on deck, followed by Roger Villoria, who pinch hit.
You got some quick action going on in the bullpen now. I could see that.
Okay. So the count is 3 balls, no strikes now to Nolan Riley, as we have runners on at first and third base with 1 down here in the top half of the 9th inning. And Carnahan's pitch ready to go, and that is up high for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now for the Newton Rebels. Sigris moves over to second base. Riley will move on to first base with a base on balls, and that will bring up the dangerous first baseman number 21, Lincoln Andrews.
That's the guy I wouldn't want to see right now.
Lincoln Andrews with 6 home runs, I believe, so far for the season.
Well, and he'll hit gaps, and he does little things too. So it's not always been home runs, but he's an RBI guy. He's second in the league in RBIs.
That's correct. He's got 34 RBIs so far for the season. He does have a total of 6 home runs here this season. So Lincoln Andrews' first pitch is ball 1 by Carnahan, and here's Carnahan's pitch. Hard hit ball, that is fouled off to the third base side. It's going to be out of play. So the count will go to 1 ball and 1 strike.
And this is what you and I talk about a lot. Bases loaded, who's the pressure on?
Pressure's on the pitcher.
Yeah, you got to remember that. Don't help him out.
So the count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike now to Andrews, as we have 1 down here in the top half of the 9th inning. Bases loaded for the Newton Rebels. A foul ball by Andrews. So the count now goes 1 ball and 2 strikes. And there's a little bat boy that's hustling for that ball.
And I always felt in this situation, it's trying to tie the game. That's your goal. It's not trying to win the game right now. I mean, one swing, try to tie it, and then you can win it. That's where you get your teammates.
That one fouled off again by Andrews, and Valoria is on deck.
And, of course, he's a very capable hitter. We've seen him. Roger.
Yeah, Roger, I think, batting for something. But we do have Lincoln Andrews who can do some damage here for the Newton Rebels. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one fouled off there by Andrews, hanging tough for the Newton Rebels. So the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes now. That one caught strike 3 against Lincoln Andrews.
And I thought that one's a little
Andrews then thought was outside, but the umpire called him out for out number 2. Looking for 3rd strike.
Yeah, I thought that one might have been away for the ball, but.
And that's going to bring up the designated hitter number 44, Roger Valoria.
Because, I mean, Robert, we're looking. I didn't see that ball even cross the white. You know, we could see it. I could see it on the outside on the lefty.
Valoria comes in batting .438. He got a base hit his last time up. Pitches, misses. Well, he calls that outside corner for strike 1, and that one, I can tell you right now, that one was outside. I got this angle over here, and that one was outside by that much.
Yeah.
But
I have no idea. But
count is no balls, 1 strike now to Valoria. Valoria agreed with me here because he thought that was outside. Breaking ball is fouled off there by Valoria, so the count now goes to no balls and 2 strikes. Now that pitch wasn't even close. I don't like to question umpires, but
no,
So 0-2 now the count. And Marley Carnahan trying to get out of this inning as bases are loaded with 2 down. That one swinging and a miss there by Valoria as he goes down for the 3rd out. And that is the ball game. The final score is the Great Bend Batcats 6 and the Newton Rebels 4 as they leave the bases loaded here in the top half of the 9th inning. Well, Mark, another great ball game.
Yeah, it was a great ball game. I just feel Lincoln Andrews because I just didn't think that ball was. I'm watching. I could see the outside white, and that ball was. It must have been like this far out. And I'm sure I'll talk to Lincoln about it, and I'm pretty sure he'll agree with me. But that's what the umpire seemed to see, but that's not even what mattered in the game. I mean, right now it's just that you have to do better with the runners in scoring position, which we had. Throughout the game, we had runners on second, a lot, 1 out, no outs, and that's been the Achilles heel. That's been the Achilles heel of the team, and just got to focus on. And like when Roger came up with the 2 strikes, got the base hit, just little things like that early when he came into the game. And right now they're still battling. They still get to play these guys next 2 days at home.
Next 2 games at home, and that will be. So the Newton Rebels go down 6-4. We're going to give you a rundown on this scoring here. Scoring first was the Great Bend Batcats as they scored 1 run in the bottom half of the 2nd inning to make it 1-0, and it stayed that way until the 7th inning, where the Newton Rebels took a 2-1 lead, and then in the 8th inning. The Newton Rebels took a 3-1 lead,
right? But
then a 3-run home run by Trent Touche made it 4-3, and then they added 2 more runs to make it 6-3. As they scored 5 runs in the bottom half of the 8th inning, the Newton Rebels did score 1 run in the top half of the 9th inning and left the bases loaded with 1 out, and were not able to score anybody else as. Marty Carnahan got the last 2 strikeouts to end the ball game.
Well, the big story, of course, our starting pitchers on each team. I mean, my gosh, Zach Curry and Zach Bravo.
Zach Bravo, both.
Both of them, did a great job, and it was 1-0 game. And then, of course, we got the 2 runs, made that 3-1 lead that you're talking about. But I don't know. It's just that you have to we have to adjust quicker. And I don't know much about Zach Curry. Was he that? Why was he so efficient? Why was he so successful against our team? And I don't know if we make adjustments in time. And we had one hit through how many innings there, Frank? I mean, before
about the first 5 or 6 innings.
Yeah, 5 or 6 had. We're better than that.
Yeah.
And but again, and then the big home run by Touche. That's the game. I mean,
actually, we only had one hit going to the 7th inning.
The seventh
inning, we got one more hit.
Right.
So, their pitching did a good job against the Newton Rebels, and that's the story of the ball game here tonight. So the final score is 6-4 in favor of Great Bend. We will be at home tomorrow on Thursday, and then also on the schedule it shows no game for Friday, but there will be a game on Friday. It's the game that was canceled last night in Newton due to the fact of rain. So we will be in action Thursday and Friday from Newton as they face the Great Bend Batcats.
And one thing, Frank, I want to tell the fans out there, there's 4 home games left. It's 2 the next 2 days, and then we have 2 next week after the All-Star game. So we have 2 against the Hayesville Aviators. So love to have you guys come out there and cheer us on and cheer those guys on. I mean, it's great. Those players love playing at home, and they love seeing a big crowd, and we love to see everybody there.
Yeah. Well, once again, we want to thank you very much for coming out. Don't forget that the Newton Rebels will be in action tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday, and then the All-Star game Thursday and Friday at home, and then the All-Star game on Saturday at 7 o'clock. Once again, the All-Star game we will not cover. It will be on YouTube, but it will be through the Sunflower Collegiate League All-Star game. So go to Sunflower Collegiate League channel to get that All-Star game, as we have 7 All-Stars in the ball game.
Right.
Once again, we'd like to thank all our sponsors and host families for sponsoring us this year. We're going to go through them real quick. Miller Insurance Agency, American Family Insurance, The Duty Works, Conradi Insurance Group, Boston Insurance, Pouch Enterprise, Realty Connections, Store and Stuff and U-Haul, Roofing Services Unlimited, Shamrock Car Wash, Pate and Paul Attorneys at Law, Affordable Autos, Remax Associates of Newton, Kansas, Tim Marler and Family, Carl Hodges, Dr. Brett Rolfs, DDS, John and Lori Odom, Newton Rec Commission, Bob Burke Buy Local, and Ray Roofing. Also our host families, Connie Miller, Joe Petlow, Michelle and Brett Kaufman, Robin and Christopher Eshelman and Aaron Eshelman, Tammy Schmidt, Chad and Joni Cossendine, and Zach Bravo.
One thing, Frank, as a general manager, I'm going to get some of those All-Star tickets. And how about we give some away the next 2 days?
That'd be great.
A little drawing or something like that. So you guys come out to the game. We'll be passing them out and get, drawing like that, so you guys can come to the game on Saturday.
All right. Well, we want to thank you very much for coming out. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, and he is Mark Cavallo, the general manager. Once again, the Newton Rebels lose 6-4 on a heartbreaker as they leave the bases loaded here in the top half of the 9th inning. We'll see you tomorrow night from Newton. Game time scheduled for 7 o'clock. Once again, you've been watching Newton Rebels baseball. Good night.